This is a payday ball. It's got tons of peanuts and a caramel core that get the job done. So you can think of it as a tool to be kept here, or even here. But definitely not here. It's not a pencil, people. Payday. Get to it.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips and get access to fun.
How's it going? What's up, everybody? What's up, motherfuckers and party people? How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Daniel Barry? How's it going, y'all? Today we have the Red Sox and the Marlins.
From Lone Depot Park in Miami, the Red Sox begin a 6-game trip that will end at Yankee Stadium. A new month of baseball begins for the Sox.
Alrighty, what's up, bitches? Red Sox Marlins tonight. First game of the series in Miami. The away series.
Rotation was excellent in the month of April. It was pretty good in the month of May.
Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford. He has a 3.59 ERA in 92.2 innings pitched, 95 strikeouts on the year, and 16 games played. Though he has a 3-7 win-loss record. He's been pitching, for the most part, pretty good. Just has a really hard time getting run support.
Their plan of attack caught most offenses by surprise early on, but teams have adjusted their game plans against the Sox pitching.
Pitching for the Marlins tonight is fucking Valente Beloso. That's actually his name. Yeah, Valente Beloso. I promise. That's actually his fucking name, which is insane to me. He's only pitched one game in his career, and that was, what was the 26th?
Here's your answer.
That was last Wednesday. He pitched his debut last Wednesday. And he went 5 innings, had 2 strikeouts, gave up no runs, so he's never given up a run. So yeah, this is his second career game. Leading off for the Marlins is Jazz Chisholm Jr. at center field. Brian De La Cruz batting second in left field. Josh Bell batting third at DH. Jesus Sanchez batting fourth in right field. Jake Berger batting fifth at first base. Xavier Edwards batting sixth at shortstop. Vidal Brujan batting seventh at second base. Manuel Rivera batting 8th at third base, and Nick Fortes batting 9th at catcher. For the Red Sox, Jared Duran is leading off in center field. Tyler O'Neill is batting second in left field. Willie Abreu batting third in right field. Rafael Devers batting fourth at third base. Connor Wong batting fifth at the catcher spot. Masataka Yoshida batting sixth at DH. Emmanuel Valdez batting seventh at second base. Dom Smith batting eighth at first base. And my man Ceddanne Rafaela batting ninth at shortstop. So, hell yeah. We got some baseball to get played. There's baseball to be played, y'all.
It's the feeling we all.
It's the major leagues. This ain't no pussy shit.
No matter what goes away, we know. Because at Delta we're travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home. Long.
Billy and Jenny, Saturday mornings at 9:30, only on Nessun.
Red Sox baseball on Nessun brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. WB Mason Shipping and Packaging Supplies, delivered fast with no expensive freight charges. By Rubenstein Law, the official injury law firm of Red Sox coverage on Nessun. By Viva Tequila Seltzer. Grab Viva Tequila Seltzer at Luke's Liquors across Cape Cod.
So no rain in the forecast for Miami, I don't believe, but wouldn't matter because it's a dome.
Sox in Miami for a
the roof is
3-game
closed.
series. Connor Wong in there hitting out of the 5 spot. And a 15-game hitting streak. And Jemai Webster has been absolutely on fire.
That's right, Dave. How about that? Connor Wong going places in his career that he's never ventured before. In addition to handling the Red Sox pitching staff, Wong swinging one of the best bats in all of Major League Baseball. Time now for Stats with Lowe's. As you mentioned, Wong on a career best hitting streak, batting .339 over this stretch with a double, triple, 2 home runs. And I was talking with hitting coach Pete Fatsi about him, and the results that we see are from a foundation of work that was laid this offseason.
You know, he's a really good player. I think he committed to some things this offseason with respect to his approach, his swing, and really we use spring training as a way to just try and concrete those adjustments. And he's done a really nice job of staying short, direct to the ball, playing with the ball out front. And I think a little bit added aggressiveness, being prepared to hit from pitch one. I think that's actually helped him. His swing decisions have been pretty good all year. He's a guy that obviously, at times last year he would kind of almost a predetermined take and then swing and chase out of the zone. And this year he's really engaged from pitch one. So I think it's a combination of some of the things that have helped him get more direct to the ball, but also his approach.
Yeah, we talked about it even with him, how he came up for spring training, worked with you guys on some of those adjustments. How impressive is it to be able to carry something that you adjusted just in the spring throughout your season up until this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's extremely impressive. Spring training is always kind of, it's one of those things where, you expect or you hope for good results, but, when you get into the season, it's a completely different animal when everything starts to count. So for him to be able to stay strong with those adjustments and trust it, obviously it helps getting some results early in the year, but, it was just really impressive overall.
And guys, another note, Wong, he's been even better on the road, hitting .352 with a .909 OPS. Cutter Crawford back on the bump to start this 3-game series, making his first career start against the Marlins. They are going with Vicente Beozo. It's just his second big league start. Dave O'Brien, Will Middlebrooks.
You've been looking at tires for hours now.
It's just so confusing. I can't make a decision. Maybe I'll ask the salesperson.
2 words, my friend. Arturo tires. They're all season, built to last, and won't break the bank.
How are you with dating apps?
Affordable all-season tires for great handling and longer tread life. Arturo puts performance within reach. Tires look great. Julie here can help you with the dating apps.
Make your first move with battery power made by steel. Find battery tools in the AK homeowner system starting at $199.99. Real steel. Find yours.
Let's get this shit going. First pitch is 6:40.
Nothing scary about Energizer.
Let's go. Let's play some ball.
Number 1 longest lasting AA battery.
As a new mom of 2, I'm so glad that I found the world's first 3-in-1 child shield by Energizer. It's the only coin lithium battery with 3 safety features designed to keep our kids safe.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 piggyback. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
I'm Martha Stewart, and this is one of my new kittens. Of course, I want to give them the happiest, healthiest life possible, which is why I choose Pretty Litter. We love this litter because it's tough on odor and helps keep tabs on their health by changing color to show high, low, and typical pH levels. Pretty Litter is also low dust. And whether you're a new cat parent or a lifelong cat lover like me, this low-maintenance litter is the game changer. Try it today. Go to prettylitter.com.
Red Sox baseball on NESN brought to you by Nissan. We make cars that thrill shop. NissanUSA.com. Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. Subaru of New England. Make this summer a Subaru summer in an all-wheel drive Subaru. And by Jordan's Furniture. Performance fabrics at Jordan's Furniture are durable, easy to clean, stain resistant, and surprisingly soft. Baseball indoors tonight. They have the roof on. Let's give you a look at the Red Sox lineup brought to you by Plymouth Rock. At the very top, it'll be Jarren Duran at 288 and 20 stolen bases. Tyler O'Neill right behind him. Then Wilyer Abreu. Rafi Devers has been cooking. Connor Wong hotter than anybody. Yoshida, the DH. Valdez at second. Dom Smith at first base. And Rafaela will be at short. Taking on the Marlins starting pitcher presented by PNC Bank, Valente Belloso, making his second career start.
Valente Belloso.
You have to look at the Marlins defense. Emmanuel Rivera at third base, Xavier Edwards at short.
I love that name.
At second, Jake Berger at first. In the outfield from left to right, Brian De La Cruz, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jesus Sanchez, and behind the dish doing the catch, Nick Fortes.
Let's take a gander at the umpires tonight. Man behind home plate, John Tumpain. Marley at first, Hudson, the crew chief at second, Wendelstedt at third, and we're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish.
Alrighty, let's get this shit going.
SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Will, great to see you.
I was going to say welcome back, bud.
Thanks, partner. First pitch
And
away from the right-hander from Mexico.
Off we go.
And we are underway as Duran batting at 288 gets in against Belloso, who's in a rotation because the Marlins have 7 starters on the IL.
Unbelievable. And they have a lot of good arms that are hurt that are on the 60-day.
So 1-1 count here to start off.
Taking a look at Belloso,
Jaron Duran leading off,
against Kansas City,
hitting 288 on the year.
I mean, he's going to throw 91, 92, mix it up. He's got a sweeper, a changeup, both 4 and 2 seam fastball. Makes a cutter in here and there, but he just didn't miss many spots against the Royals. Kept the ball down
2-1
with mixed speeds, pulls the string a lot.
Oh, sorry, it was 2-0.
And 2 strikeouts.
Not 1-1.
Some of those changeups tumbled in at 75, 77 miles an hour.
That varies the speed, Tom.
2-1 to Duran.
He's definitely one of those guys you just cannot. You almost have to treat him like a
3-1 count.
left. You can't go up there and try to launch him. He is going to take advantage of your aggression. So you just stay at the middle. It's a line drive mentality against this guy.
And that'll be flat out to left field. And that'll be out number 1.
And makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. Take a look at Belloso's pitching arsenal. It's presented by WB Mason.
Yeah, so it says this season it's just 1 start, but this is what he did against the Royals. Heavy four-seam. He is able to command that pitch very well. And a lot of hitters count.
So up comes Tyler O'Neill batting second, hitting 252 on the year.
Give in. He'll continue to spin the ball, even in 3-2 counts.
O'Neill at 252, 16 home runs.
Ball 1.
Coming off a good, solid June, batted 290 with 5 home runs.
Oh, they call that a strike? Okay, fuck them.
And Abreu on deck. Tyler's in left in this one. And will not chase.
Yeah, he likes that combination right there. The four-seam, which can play up a touch. He doesn't throw hard, like I said, 91, 92, but he can get a little carry at the top of the zone and throw that sweeper and changeup off of that for chase.
1-1. He's got an unusual delivery in that he gives you a double toe tap.
Yeah, obviously, the more you see him, the more you can get in with his timing. But you definitely have to make yourself as a hitter stay back, right? Because you get a little jumpy at a guy like that.
Rattled a short.
Woo.
Diving play by Edwards. They just called him up.
And that's going to be safe at first.
Nice rangy effort.
Nice.
It'll be a base hit for O'Neill. First knock of the ball game.
Yeah, that's the book on Xavier Edwards. Is he's got good range. He can run a little bit. Does not have the strongest arm, so he'll be able to pop up and make a good throw on this. That was going to work against him with the arm strength.
Now, the Marlins don't have many names on the roster, but Tim Anderson was one of them. I say was.
Yeah, Tim Anderson got designated for assignment.
They DFA'd him today. No longer with the club as a break.
And that's going to be out to center field. Oh, that's almost a home run.
O'Neill is heading into third. He'll stop there. Abreu almost hit it out. Chisholm almost made the catch. And it's second and third with 1 away.
Well, first things first, great swing, but I also want to say, O'Neill, wow, good base running there, because that's very easy to get around the bases there, kind of lose your focus thinking that's out of the ballpark, and then get doubled up. He did a good job of getting to second base, knowing if this ball gets down, I can still get to third base, and if it kicks away even further, I can score. But if he does make a great play on the wall, which he almost did, he could get back to first base intact.
Boy, so close to getting out.
Valente Beloso.
I
Yep.
thought that thing was out of here.
That's a great name.
Gone. Here's Raffy, who's been making sure a lot of them are gone lately. No kidding. 4 home runs in his last 5 games. Hit a 2-run
Hit
shot
one right here,
Sunday against San
Raffy.
Diego.
Come on. Get number 19 on the year.
In his last 40, that's the most in a 40
Rafael Devers hitting 286 on the season.
Career. Puts that one in play.
That's gonna be. Oh, that's gonna be fair. That's gonna score 1 run. That's gonna score 2 runs. Let's go. That's a good fast start.
Make the play, and a quick start for the Sox tonight. 2-0 in Miami.
And this is the start you needed. You're coming off the off day. You're coming off a good game you played on Sunday after a couple flunkers there against the Padres. This is a good start against a bad team. This team is 24 games under 500. You got to come in here and get business. Take care of business. This is a good way to start right here. Get some runs on the board, some hard contact.
RBIs 46 and 47 for Raffy on the 2-run single.
I don't know who
That
that
brings
is.
up Connor Wong at 327 with 7 home runs.
You know, and watching Beozo's last start, I was mind-boggled that the Royals only got 2 hits off him because the stuff is below average. It's not good stuff. Even if he's hitting his spots, I feel like you can still get good swings off him.
24-year-old gets a foul ball here by Wong. So O'Neill starts it with the base hit. Abreu with the near home run double. Devers with a 2-run single. Off the glove of Berger at first. And the Sox are in business very quickly. And Connor looking to keep it going. He has been swinging a great bat.
That'll be strike 2. So 1-2
He is the
count here to
first
Connor
Red Sox
Wong.
catcher with a hitting streak of at least 15 since Victor Martinez in 2009. Wow. Who could also swing just a little bit, just a touch. Only 1 out.
That'll be
Stop
2-2
by
count here.
Cortez.
Well, Connor Wong's batting average at 327. That's just behind Stephen Kwan and Trey Turner for the highest batting average all of baseball with a minimum 200 plate appearances.
Devers with the tiny lead at first. And a 2-2. Missed away. Sox coming in at 44 and 39. In third place, 8.5 back of the Orioles and the Yankees. Effectively tied for first place. And with the weekend series loss to San Diego, the Red Sox have slipped a game and a half back of that last wild card spot. A cut and a miss. That one got him. Turns around.
So that will strike him out. Connor Wong strikes out there.
So Beoso gets his first strikeout.
Yeah, it's a cutter here for Beoso, and it backs up. It just kind of stays up and in on Connor Wong, and he sees that rotation thinking that thing's going to come back down over the plate, and it stayed up above the barrel. Sometimes bad pitches work out.
Sends up Masataka Yoshida, 246, couple of home runs. Had a pair of singles against San Diego on Sunday.
So comes Masataka Yoshida, who's hitting 246 on the air. Strike 1 to him. Clay Thompson went to the Mavs. Yeah, fuck the Mavs. I like Clay Thompson still, but fuck the
I would like to see
Mavs.
him start hitting the ball the other way, stay in the big part of the field, but hard contact is hard contact, and he'll take it.
I know it's a small
Don't
sample
sign
last
players
5
I
games,
like.
but
The
he's
fuck?
6 out of 16, couple of doubles. Right before that, he had gone 4 for 34. So maybe he's getting that swinging working order again.
Well, that'd be
That'll be ball 1.
Get him going, absolutely. Then obviously, if Tyler O'Neill is healthy enough to keep playing the outfield, so you can have Massa in the DH spot, that just makes your lineup that much longer.
And at some point, Mr. Casas comes back. 1-2. He goes the other way. Nice.
And that'll be a base hit. Nice.
Red Sox with their 4th hit of the inning against the right-hander, 1st and 2nd.
That's just
Kemba
a good
Walker's
piece of hitting
retiring.
right there. That was art. Change up out away from him and just plays paper with it. Nobody playing it straight up third base. Shade him over a little bit. Look at that. That is just old school contact first, barrel to the baseball knock.
Yeah, when we were seeing him swing it well last year, we saw plenty of hits like that. Here's Valdez, another guy who Would love to get rolling. 209 at the moment with 6 home runs. 2 runs in and 2 aboard here in the top of the first inning in Miami.
Now, Valdi's cooled a bit, but since being called back up, he has been swinging a good bat in those 24 games. 286 with 4 homers.
And a strike.
Strike 1.
They're
So Emmanuel
averaging about
Valdez is up, hitting 209
fans.
on the year. 1-1 count to him right now. 2 men on with 2 outs. Runners on first
Not
and
quite the
second.
bottom, but very close to the bottom in Major League Baseball. Little trickler foul.
It'll be fouled off. 1-2 count.
Yeah, I feel like these are the series, like the Bostons, the Yankees come in. A lot of Southern Floridians are from the Northeast, right? So you're going to have a lot of those fans in seats for the games, but yeah, not a whole lot of Marlins fans.
I think we greeted about all the Red Sox fans coming to the ballpark today. Here's the 1-2. And that will strike him out. Retire the side.
So that'll be out number 3. The Red Sox score 2 runs there, 26 pitches on 4 hits. So we head to the bottom of the first, 2-0.
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning,
Nice
I'm at
fast
the Nissan
start
Grill
there, I
Center
like it.
sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that road.
Hurry in before the July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in Rocket Protein. Never settle.
Before you hit the road for adventure, hit up your local Midas for big summer savings on auto care. Get road trip ready with up to $30 off your next repair service. Plus, with our free Closer Look vehicle check, our expert techs will let you know what needs fixing now and what can wait. So whether you need brake service, an alignment check, or a tune-up, Midas is where you can get it all done with up to $30 off your next repair service. Request your appointment today at Midas.com.
Yeah, I saw that host of our got fined.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early.
Look at the Marlins lineup tonight, brought to you by Nissan. Chisholm will lead things off. Center fielder De La Cruz is in left. Bell, the DH. Jesus Sanchez in right field. Berger at first. Xavier Edwards just called up. He's at short. Brujan at second. Rivera at third. And Cortez does the catching against the Red Sox starting pitcher. Brought to you by BioToyota.com.
So here's Cutter Crawford, 3.59 ERA on the year. On the first pitch. That'll be out number 1. I'm going to fly out to right field. So quick out number 1.
Cutter coming in at 3-7 with a 3.59 ERA. And last pitch on Wednesday in that rain suspended finale with Toronto.
Loud contact, and you're going to see that a lot.
The big issue has been run support for Cutter Crawford, but now he comes in with, starts the game now with 2 runs already on the board.
Be careful first pitch because they're attacking.
There's that.
De La Cruz, 242. He is one of the power sources on this team. They really don't have many, but he's hit 15 home runs. Right-hand hitter out of the Dominican Republic. And there's a strike.
We strike 1.
So Crawford went an inning and a third against Toronto before the rain. He walked a couple, did not allow any runs. And that game suspended will be made up as part of a doubleheader on August 26th.
So you can say about 10 days rest for Cutter Crawford. He still had to get up and, go through his routine and obviously pitch a little bit of that game. But you got
And
The arm's feeling pretty good
That'll
today.
strike him
Look at it
out.
right there.
Sure did. He smoked De La Cruz.
Brian De La Cruz gets struck out, so here comes Josh Bell.
Let's take a look at the Sox on defense presented by Bigelow T. Rafi Devers at third, Cedar Rafaela at short, Emmanuel Valdez at second, Dom Smith at first. In the outfield from left to right, Tyler O'Neill, Jared Duran, Wilyer Abreu, and Connor Wong behind the dish.
The Marlins have a
Josh Bell
number
hitting
of
242
guys
on the air.
who several years ago were all-stars or all-star caliber players who have faded in a Marlin uniform. We already talked about Tim Anderson no longer
Yeah,
with the
Josh
club.
Bell used to hit them long-ass
Scott
home
Schumacher is
runs.
the manager.
He's only got 8 on the
And
year
this
right
is
now.
one of them, Josh Bell. 242, 8 home
He could hit
runs.
one
This
here,
is a
though.
guy who was an all-star.
Wouldn't want him
Well,
to,
the
though.
Pirates, he had one year where he had 27 home runs at the All-Star
Oh, yeah,
break.
the pop was ridiculous. Just touch power.
But those days appear to be over.
To your point, it's like careers come here to die here lately. It's a tough place to play because there's really no energy in this place. They're not playing good baseball. And when you have that many starting pitchers, there's some really good arms in that group of 7 guys that are hurt.
Yeah.
You just come to the field every day and you go, oh, here we go again, right? That's a tough feeling.
They made the playoffs last year. That one's poke foul.
Yeah, weird to think about that, right? And that feels like there's absolutely no way that's true. But when they have the pitching that they have, you don't have to hit too much.
Yeah, they were a wild card team. Right now, it looks like a long summer in Miami. 1-2. He's going to pop this one up.
And that's going to be out number 3. So the Marlins are scoreless, hitless, base runnerless through the first inning. We are to the second inning. Red Sox still up 2-0.
We want it all. We want double the steamed or chilled towels, double the relaxation, double the massaging hair time, double the sudsy satisfaction, and double the neck and shoulder treatment, double the unkinked neck. But we only want to pay once, so let's do that. At Sport Clips, you can have it all twice for the price of having it all once. For a limited time, the Ultimate MVP haircut experience costs the same as the MVP. The Ultimate MVP Relax and Repeat event at Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
Need a clutch hit. There. Cheater. Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. What's in your one?
I always knew I wanted to pursue a career in music. And throughout that path, I've eaten Taco Bell. It allows me to free up money and time to do what I love to do.
All these games on DirecTV and no satellite on the roof. Think about this. Blue Jays, Cardinals, Orioles. What's missing? The Indian Condor? No, Walnut Brain. Pigeons. They'd rather name a team after Sox. To be fair, we're not very athletic.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class view.
In Miami, Red Sox out in front 2-0. Dave O'Brien alongside Will Middlebrooks and Jemiah Webster. In game 1 of a 3-game series, Dom Smith leading things off here in the second inning. Red Sox had 4 hits in the opening frame against Bayoso. So they rattled him quickly. Abreu nearly struck for a 2-run homer. Rafaela on deck. And
So here's the top of the second inning. Dom Smith is up to hitting 212 on the year. 1-1 count to him.
23 in the first couple of games as San Diego bounced back nicely on Sunday to win. To snap a 3-game skid. We talked about the wild card, which we don't do very often at this point in the season, but will more frequently as we get deeper into things. And suddenly the red-hot Astros have pulled behind the Red Sox.
I think they still win that division.
You do?
Absolutely. They had an awful start.
awful start to the season, but that lineup is still very good. They're going to get healthier with their pitching. They have Hunter Brown, who's on a nasty run right over his last 5 or 6 starts.
Yeah, had a
historic.
Great June, yes. So there it is. Right now, the Astros 3 off that final wild card. Red Sox a game and a half.
Them heating up definitely makes this race a lot different.
So full count now to Smith.
Mariners at some point, I think. The Rangers, you think, got to get better as well as they get healthy.
Boy, you would think. The world champs, but they can't get out of their own way. Swung on and missed, struck him out.
So it'll be a strikeout.
Don Smith retired, 1 away.
Yeah, this cutter away has been Beozo's best pitch up to this point. He's got a couple strikeouts on it. It's like it doesn't do a whole lot. You see the spin. It's like, as a hitter, you're expecting that fastball to just kind of keep going, and that one comes back just enough to miss the barrel.
Cedon at 244 with 8 home runs. Batting stats presented by your local New England Honda dealers. Red Sox wound up going 15-10 in the month of June.
You know, all things considered with Rafaela, how slow he was offensively to get going. He's still leading AL rookies in RBIs, hits, runs, and total bases. And with the slow start, yeah, I mean, he wasn't doing much at all with the bat there for a month.
So 2-1 count here to Cedon. What? You call that a fucking strike? Fuck you.
Working with his sequencing, with his load and his hands. Small changes, but they really played off.
Sitting 360 his last 20 games.
And it's not only that small mechanical change he made. It was approach and maturing, and it's not necessarily what pitches to swing at. It's what pitches not to swing at. Simplifying that approach.
There's a 2-2 count here. Duran up next. At third.
And that'll be out number 2.
Close over there at first.
Pretty close play though, yeah.
And Jaron coming up next. He is 0 for 1 with a fly to left. Duran with a home run around a pesky pole on Sunday, which came off a knuckleball.
It was a bullet to 109 off the bat. Got out in a hurry.
He said after the game, I'm glad the first pitch I saw was a knuckleball because I needed
So
to
comes Jaron Duran.
Determine what I would swing at, what I wouldn't. And he said, if it was below my eyes, I wasn't going to swing.
Whatever works.
So strike 1.
You don't see many knuckleballs.
No, hardly ever anymore. And he threw some good ones. Also mixed with a 92-mile-per-hour heater.
It'll be ball 1.
Knuckleballers are going, 70 miles an hour and then 85. That knuckler, oof. Came back middle and bowling. A little mix there for Brayu and Duran, but
Brayu could swing the bat too.
He also can, yeah.
Red Sox also only struck out 5 times on Sunday. It's another example of contact paying off for this club. They lost on Saturday. Gave up a lot of runs, but they struck out 11 times. Pitching was probably more to the point, obviously, there when it's 11-1, but they'll take one downstairs. But when the Red Sox have made better contact, they've won games.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? You don't strike out, you play defense, make the routine plays, you win a lot of baseball games.
Seems simple. 2-2.
That'll be fouled off.
Bale will pitch tomorrow at 6:40. And for Brian, it's a big start. Pushed back as he was. He's going to be taking on a lefty in Trevor Rogers. Bale with a 5.55 ERA going into that start here against Miami.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch, see what adjustments he's made, because the stuff, and when I say
full
stuff,
count
the
here.
velocity, the movement, everything has been so good, but just no command.
And that'll walk him.
What a good take. Duran will
So that'll be ball 4.
He's on with his 20 stolen bases.
He'll take first base.
We do have a guy behind the plate who can throw. Cortez with a good arm.
Yeah, he's not much offensively, but very good catch and throw guy, can block the ball well. Pretty average as far as framing goes, but he can throw guys out. why he's in there against the Sox.
Durant tests him right away. He won't right here, and it's swung on and pop foul on play.
So it'll be foul. Strike one to Tyler O'Neill, who's 1 for 1 tonight. Had that single in the first. Ended up scoring on that.
Get by several thousand. We'll see when they're all added up. But to your point, Red Sox fans here in South Florida seem to be turning out much higher rate tonight. Runner holding again, and that's a strike.
A lot of Red Sox. Unis floating around, but that's the beauty of playing in South Florida.
Some anyway.
Yeah, their City Connect jerseys here are red too, so.
0-2 with 2 down.
It'll be 1-2.
Red Sox 31-16 all time against the Marlins. 12-7 in Miami. Duran with the lead. He takes off. Huge jump. There's the throw down.
That'll be, that'll be a stolen base for Jarren Duran.
That was from Jump Street, his 21st stolen base.
Yeah, that is them simply watching video and knowing that, look, this is what he does a lot of times. This is his timing. And we saw Duran did not run the first few couple pitches just so he could get his timing. And when a pitcher doesn't mix his looks, that's the jumps that you get. And when that jump with Duran's speed, no chance.
2-2.
Be a full count there.
Sox are making him throw some pitches. Next one will be his 50th. He already walked 1 in the inning, gave up 4 hits in the first inning.
He's going to throw a lot of pitches. He doesn't back down. He likes to keep spinning the ball. He likes that cutter sweeper combination, the changeup. He'll throw it in any count. He's not just going to lay heaters in there for you at 91.
Tyler, 16 home runs, waiting on a 3-2. And that one got by him at 92 miles an hour.
Struck him out there. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox still up.
If you have to ask
still up
why
2-0.
it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Yeah, making them work.
Choose 2 of your breakfast favorites for $3.29 and pair them with a $1.99 any size iced coffee.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kind of everything. Nice trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Nobody wants a surprise in their jelly donut. That's because the middle is the most important part. At Gray Bar, we're at the middle of electrical and datacom jobs across the country, connecting installers, facility managers, and business owners with smart solutions for their most challenging projects, which means stocking and delivering crucial products on time and on budget, with no surprises, thanks to our nationwide logistics network. Yep, Gray Bar does that.
This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works. This stuff kills weeds down to the root without killing your lawn. This stuff works on dandelions, crabgrass, clover. This stuff works for up to 3 months. This stuff works guaranteed or your money back. This is Roundup for lawns. This stuff works.
After my second tour in Iraq as an F-16 pilot, I witnessed a family as their fallen soldier returned home. I felt a calling.
Back here at Lone Depot Park.
So here's the second inning. Here comes Cutter Crawford back out. There will be a, oh wow, that'll be out number 1.
And nice easy work there.
First base.
Second for Cutter Crawford, but as you guys mentioned, for all intents and purposes, it does feel like he's had about 10 days of rest after having just 1 1/3 innings and about 20 some odd pitches in that rain-shortened contest Wednesday. I talked with Cutter inside the clubhouse shortly after that. He said he feels really good, fresh right now. looked at the light workload as coming at a good time for him to get back to the pitcher that we saw the first 5 starts of the season, guys, when he had that 0.66 ERA, really holding the bats quiet. I asked Alex Cora about this unintentional rest for Cutter. He said he's in a good spot location-wise, keep working at it. Velocity-wise, he said it's been down since St. Louis, but as you mentioned, Will, we saw some close to mid-90s fastball in that first inning. Cora wants him to keep pounding the strike zone, and he said if he does that, he's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I love his velocity in the mid-90s. I'm more worried about his sweeper shape than anything. You know, talking to Andrew Bailey about it, he said, we're looking for that sweeper to get that horizontal side-to-side break. Start over the middle of the plate, break off the plate, away. You know, when you see those ones that kind of spin and just kind of stay over the plate that are hittable, those are the ones that have more vertical break. Now, that's grip, that's release point, it's delivery. There's so many things, variables that go into that. But he's got to make it more consistent.
Berger will pop
And
this one for oncoming O'Neill.
That'll be out number 2.
And he's retired the first 5 men.
5 up, 5 down.
We'll take a look at Cutter Crawford's pitching arsenal presented by Audi.
Obviously, the 4-seam and the cutter, that's his bread and butter. He lives with that. But the sweeper's been such a big pitch for him over the last year and a half. And then even more so this year with Andrew Bailey coming in and the emphasis on that pitch. So him finding some consistency with that horizontal break, yeah, great. Do we want some more velocity? Sure. Everything's better when you throw harder.
Xavier Edwards had 222 without a home run. Just recalled today, and they put him right in at shortstop. He's a local kid.
Yeah, from Coconut Creek, right up the road, just north of Fort Lauderdale.
And he'll look at a strike. Marlins at 30 and 54. They are 25 back of the Phillies. Although they just played them tough.
Finger looking good.
Splitting a 4-game series in Philadelphia.
Strike 2.
Just last year, they won 84 games in a wild card. And the manager, Skip Schumacher, was National League Manager of the Year.
I like Skip.
That's fouled off. Still 1-2.
A lot of guys like him as a manager too, but man, has he had just a tough hand dealt to him here of losing his whole pitching staff, literally the entire pitching staff, and just really not having much to work with on the offensive side.
And some very talented arms in there.
Sandy Alcantara, Yuri Perez. That list goes on guys. I mean, Ever Cabrera, Jesus Luzardo.
And that'll be popped up to center. And that'll be out number 3. So that'll end the inning. We head to the 3rd inning. Still 2-0. Marlins are scoreless, hitless, base runnerless still through 2, 6 up, 6 down.
Lululemon Icebreaker Shorts. Get into it. When you're free to test your limits, you can push yourself to new heights.
It was 1995, and something was brewing at Coors Field.
What a bright sight. Do you see this? This is history. A player this good only comes around once in a blue moon.
Blue Moon was born in a ballpark, brewed by the spirit of baseball.
The City Custom Cash Card automatically adjusts to your top eligible spend category, like restaurants.
Can I get the pancake triple play?
It does the work for you.
Yo, no way.
Earn cash back that automatically adjusts to your top eligible spend category with the City Custom Cash Card.
On a distant road, you faced the enemy. And all the while, you were to me. Oh, there's more to imagine when you listen.
The third inning, Will Middlebrooks, Dave O'Brien.
So here's the top of the third inning. Here comes Willie Abreu.
And Abreu, who crushed the ball for a double in the first
Almost
inning.
had that home run in the first inning. Literally as close as you can get to a home run without being a home run.
There is one park in Major League Baseball that shot that he hit would have been a home run in, and that was San Francisco.
Huh. And that would be close. I saw one of 30, and without looking it up, I've been trying to think which one it was.
It's a fun game.
Yeah. I was like, I can easily figure that out, but I'm going to try to guess.
It's like, we know it's not getting out at Fenway. Does it get out at Yankee Stadium? You start to go through the AL East, you know.
Right.
Does it get out in Toronto?
Well, I was thinking maybe Baltimore, because the ball, I feel like everything goes out just right at center field there.
Yeah. He'll wave and miss. Down he goes, strike three. They
That'll
also
be
pitched
out
a lot
number
better
one.
since that first inning. He's collected 3 strikeouts.
Up comes Rafael Devers, who's 1 for 1 tonight. Had that single in the first, the 2-run single.
This is the perfect changeup 0-2. That starts in the outer third, and then you see that good fade. He turns that thing over for the swing and miss. That's 7 swing and misses for Beozo to this point.
Raffy 2-run single in the first. Then drove in O'Neill and Abreu. He's hit 40 interleague home runs since 2019. Third most in the majors, behind Pete Alonso and Aaron Judge. Alonso 50, Judge 46.
Keep company.
I think those kind of stats separate him, obviously, in our mind from so many other hitters. But when fans hear them, it puts Raffy in a different context for a lot of them, and it should.
You start looking at how many homers he's hit in his career, just ranking in Red Sox history. You don't realize how many he's hit at such a young age. I mean, he's 3 shy of tying Veritek at 193. That's 11th most in Red Sox history.
Look at all those extras creeping up that list. 2-2. Another
full count, 3-2.
Well, we were told about Beoso before the game that he's going to throw around the edges of the plate. He's going to try and entice you to swing at a pitch that is not a strike. He's going to run a lot of deep counts. That's exactly what he's doing. And he strikes out on a big cut. Raffy down.
So I'll strike him out. That'll be out
And
number
another
2.
strikeout for the right-hander.
Up comes Connor Wong, who's 0 for 1 tonight.
Rocky first.
Definitely. You know, he nibbles. He does a lot of off speed throughout the entire count, and then he gets to a certain point and he zips that 92 in there, and it feels like 97 because you've been seeing cutter, sweeper, changeup, just all this mess. He nibbles and then gets that in there at the top of the zone, and it plays up.
Raffy had a look in his face like, I cannot believe I missed that.
How did you throw that pass?
Connor Wong 0 for 1 with a strikeout. $15 in a row for Wong. On the road, he's hitting .352. Right-hander from Mexico, a stopgap guy. Only here because of a ton of injuries. Here's the 2-0. And Massa on deck.
I've been so impressed with Connor Wong this year. Obviously, the numbers speak for themselves, but we've always seen him be such a power. He's got a lot of power, but with power comes swing and miss. And this year, he's been so good at just taking his knocks. A lot of line drives off the bat of Connor Wong this year.
A lot of them to right field. 2-2.
Yeah, and teams are going to adjust to that, right? With pitches like that, they're going to spin them off the pitch, off the plate away with cutters and sweepers, and then try to sneak fastballs in on him, trying to get him leaning out over the plate so they can beat him in.
And a 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. He struck out the side there.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, you're gonna love this. He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
How's it looking over there?
If you find yourself in a box that can no longer contain you, it's time to find a bigger box. Find your next level at ArmyCivilianCareers.com.
What gives meaning to a symbol? Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. Performance, consistency, time. And then, when you see it, you know. Be authentic. New era. The official cap of Major League Baseball.
What did you tap for?
Auntie Gigi. My sister. She's a fighter.
When you tap or order online at participating grocery stores, MasterCard will donate 1 cent up to $5 million to Stand Up to Cancer. Standing up for the people we love, priceless.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old school.
Ducks 2 and Miami nothing to the bottom of the third inning.
So here's the bottom of the third inning. Cutter Crawford pitching.
Bay Ray will climb in. He's at second base tonight.
Bruhan,
238
who's up
with 1 home run.
Vidal
Bottom third
Bruhan.
of their order against Cutter Crawford, who has retired the first 6.
238 batting average,
That's
1 home run on the
7
year.
times. We talk about strikeouts. We have all season long.
Strike one. So
Red
1-1
Sox
count
typically
here.
will fan about 10 times a game.
Looking at Bayoso thinking, how?
Be
Right?
1-2.
None of his stuff jumps off the page at you. But he's only throwing about 50% strikes right now. He's not all over the place. It's almost like it's effectively off the plate. He's throwing balls to set himself up, but he's making pitches when he needs to.
2-2.
It's cagey. Got to respect that. For Cutter Crawford, there have been times that he's pitched very, very well, and he's been unlucky. Other times he's been hit pretty hard. Fouled away here.
Fouled off. Still 2-2.
Are just 4 and 12.
Looks like Bruhan got hit by the ball there a little bit on his foot, but it looks fine. Just had to
he pitched him, and again,
walk
in
it
some
off a
of
little bit. Looks like he has a bit of a
threw the
limp,
ball quite
but
well.
I'm sure
Others
he'll be fine.
not so much, but the home run has certainly been an issue for him over his last 6, 7, 8 starts.
Yeah, everything, I mean, you can say this about any pitcher, but I feel like with Cutter, everything is location dependent, right? He doesn't have enough velocity to make mistakes.
Floater down the line, O'Neill closing on that.
And that'll be out number 1.
Such a solid outfielder.
Nice play for Tyler O'Neill.
Foul ground, and 7 in a row set down by Cutter. So there's the split. 1.75 ERA in the first 8. The next 8, 5.44, and a 1-6 record.
So interesting looking at the numbers, looking at those splits right there, how big the home run ball has played into his lack of success. Yes, you could talk about location and him not having command, but I think as a whole, teams, as we talked about in our open, teams are starting to look off speed
Ball
against
1.
this staff, because the first month of the season, all we heard about was no four-seam fastballs, so many cutters, so many sliders and sweepers, and teams start catching on, right? There's scouting reports, there's video, there's all these metrics and analytics that tell you, hey, this is what they throw in every single count. Why would you not go up there and look for what they're throwing more of.
Sit on a breaking ball.
Exactly, and teams have started to do that. And when you try to get ahead and someone's sitting on a breaking
2-0
ball, you
count
think,
here
oh,
to
it's still
Emmanuel
a strike.
Rivera.
Breaking balls go a long ways.
2-0 to Rivera.
3-0 count.
3.
So there's that cat and mouse, right? That's what baseball, that's what the grind of 162 is. You do something, the league adjusts to you. How do you bounce back and adjust? And just go back and forth. Just a constant game of adjustments.
And for
Strike one.
Well, the early results that first month, they were spectacular.
Of course, yeah.
Think back to that first road trip, 7-3. And if the Red Sox had done a better job picking the ball up, playing defense on the homestand that followed, it wouldn't have been the disaster that was. That's
That'll
a
be
strike
strike 2.
2.
Nice. So full count here.
Nick Fortes on deck.
Cutter's been 48% four-seam fastball today, which you're looking at the Marlins. They're 218 against four-seamers. That's 27th in baseball.
3-2 pop foul.
Well, he
And
fouled
they
off,
got
still
218
3-2.
as a team in the month of June.
Not good. But then again, you look down up and down their lineup and at their roster, there's no names. There really isn't anyone.
Payout pitch. He comes back and strikes him
That'll
out.
strike him out.
The count
Nice.
was 3-0.
Yeah, it was down 3-0 and came back to strike him out.
2 down.
Yeah, this heater, 93 on the gun, but painted, right? There's not a whole lot a hitter can do with this pitch. At 93 on the black, on the corner, well-executed pitch. And he worked back from a 3-0 count right there to get back in the mix and then for the strikeout.
Fortes, the light-hitting catcher, 163 with 2 home runs.
Strike 1.
Marlin catchers all season long are batting 167. I mean, a lot of these numbers are dismal. The offensive numbers, we talked about all the pitching injuries. That's the biggest part of it and why they are buried in last place. Well, the offense has been dismal too, and it's 0-2 on Fortes.
They used to have a decent, real Muto used to be here. People forget about that.
And a lot of great players
A
have
lot
come
of
through
good
here.
players that come through here, and they just don't want to pay them.
And a 2-strike pitch. Wouldn't chase it.
It'll be 1-2 to Nick Fortes. Hitting 163 on the year.
Base is empty and 2 down. Crawford trying to make it a 1-2-3 third inning.
2-2.
Just a little bit off the plate.
The fastball velocity, and we talked about that a little bit, been pretty consistently 93, 94. That's a really good sign, right? He's been averaging about 92.5 this season.
Liner
And that'll be a base hit.
Wouldn't you know it? It's Fortes who becomes their first base runner.
So he retired the first 8 hitters of the game.
He lines a single to center
But
field
then,
and becomes their first base runner.
yeah, that's their first base runner of the game.
It's unpredictable. And you can't guess what's going to happen next. Their worst hitter on their roster gets a 2-strike knock. And a liner at that.
They had Jazz Chisholm who lined to right to open the ball game for Miami. Left-hand hitter from the Bahamas with excellent speed.
He loves that first pitch. I don't know if he's ever seen a first pitch he wasn't in love with. He lined out to right early in this game on a first pitch, and then that cutter in off the hands. That's where you have to pitch him off the plate, on the edges, because he's aggressive.
He was an all-star 2 years ago. Sharply but foul. Formerly a second baseman, but the Marlins moved him to the outfield before 2023 after they acquired Luis Ariz.
I feel like this, he's just got another level, and he's so full of talent. You see him do things, you're like, why is he not consistent? Because maybe he just needs more around him.
In there for
That'll be strike 3, so
second strike.
that ends the inning. No runs for the Marlins here, but they got that 1 hit
If you have to ask why it's important to start
from
your day early,
Nick Fortes.
here's your answer.
So still
Choose
2-0
breakfast favorites for $3.29.
as we head to the
with a
4th inning.
$1.99 any size iced coffee.
She
Brandon plays like a puppy again.
His number 2s are perfect. He's a brand new dog, all in less than a year.
When people switch their dog's food from kibble to the farmer's dog, they often say that it feels like magic. But there's no magic involved. It's simply fresh meat and vegetables with all the nutrients dogs need, instead of dried pellets. Just food made for the health of dogs, delivered in packs portioned for your dog. It's amazing what real food can do.
You'll be looking at tires for hours now.
It's just so confusing. I can't make a decision. Maybe I'll ask the salesperson.
2 words, my friend. Turo tires. They're all season, built to last, and won't break the bank.
How are you with dating apps?
Affordable all-season tires for great handling and longer tread life. Turo puts performance within reach. Tires look great. Julie here can help you with the dating apps.
Hey, you seeing this?
Right. Where's the dish?
There ain't one.
You're telling me you can get direct TV, the good stuff, and you don't need a satellite dish? Oh, I used to love doing my business on those things.
You're one sick pigeon. Them dishes kept the rain off our beaks.
We just have different priorities.
Satellite-free direct TV. Never thought I'd see the day.
Our lifespans are quite short.
Stream DirecTV without a satellite dish.
I'm gonna do this thing with my neck just for a bit.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Focus, here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits and you can still save versus the other guy. I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile savings calculator to see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
In the 4th inning, Red Sox came out like a house of fire tonight and got a couple of quick runs on 4 hits in the 1st inning. But since then, Valente Bayoso has really settled down and pitched much more effectively. He's got 7 strikeouts. Yoshida got a base hit to left against him first time up. He's 1 for 1.
It's been a lot more swing and miss than I anticipated from Beloso. I mean, I'm not going to keep talking about how much I don't love his stuff because he's making some pitches today, regardless.
Get a lot of that. Like they're not picking it up well.
So up comes Masataka Yoshida.
When the velocity's not high, yet a guy's mixing, and the best thing I can compare it to is facing a soft tossing lefty. It's like you just can't get too big.
And a line now in our right field, sinking liner down for a base hit. I'll tell you what, Masa Yoshida has come to life. Last week of baseball, he's starting to get his hits.
That'd be a really good thing for this lineup and this ball club. A little combio, a little changeup right here away, but he stays through it just enough. A couple weeks ago, he's swinging through that pitch or just yanking it foul. But just that little bit of mentality, that approach, staying to the big part of the field allows him to get the bat on that ball and keep it fair.
Valdez 0 for 1, struck out looking first time up. Red Sox have 5 hits to 1 for Miami. They also tossed 5 shutout innings against the Royals in his last start. That was on Wednesday. Tonight, just his 2nd major league start. Yoshida, the base runner, nobody out here in the 4th.
Say what, that 90, you're seeing a lot of swings that are late on 90 to 92. So to your point, OB, not picking that up, or they're just so worried about all the off speed that they're trying to, you know what, I'm going to stay back, I'm going to let this fastball get deep, thinking, okay, worst case scenario, I can just foul it off, and he's missing more bats than I think anybody thought that he would.
Indeed. Another one lined into left field for a sharp single.
That'll be another base hit for Emmanuel Valdez.
So here come the Sox again. Very quiet the last couple of innings after that nice start. Now back-to-back hits here in the 4th.
Yeah, and I think this is how you beat him, right? That's a ball way off the plate. It's a good piece of hitting. But you just got to go up there and just take your knocks, take your line drive, almost play pepper with them a little bit, and just get the bat to the ball. He's going to take advantage of you if you go up there trying to hit it to the people.
Mel Stottlemyre Jr., the pitching coach, out to the hill in front of Dom Smith. Dom struck out his only plate appearance here tonight. And worth mentioning that the Red Sox have always seemingly played well, with very few exceptions, against the National League. Red Sox owning the most all-time wins in interleague play, the best record, 325 wins, 235 losses, 17-14 this year. And that does not include wins in the World Series. Don came in at 212, 3 home runs. He has a couple of ducks on the pond here, nobody out. And he'll take a ball.
That's a good take there. Trying to get that first pitch, aggressive swing, roll over on that changeup. See that a lot from below, so just stay up the middle here.
1-0. Had a good hack. Got a four-seamer at 89. Those are the ones you see about 1 o'clock in the morning, right? When you're turning over.
Yeah. My gosh.
Why didn't I? Can I have that back, please?
So 1-1 count for Dom Smith here.
Popped him up.
Popped up. That'll be out number 1.
Infield fly rule in effect. He'll make the catch and 1 away.
Mark your calendars for July 11th at Fenway Park. The first 7,500 fans will score a limited edition Red Sox Hawaiian shirt presented by Mike's Amazing. Get your tickets at redsox.com/tickets. Get you a Hawaiian shirt, Opie. I think you can pull that off.
You're darn right I could.
Do you?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Nor you will probably ever see it, but
I only picture you in a Nesson polo. Like, that's like maybe a button down with a blazer here and there on an April day.
I know you've seen that too. No, I can do the Hawaiian. I used to live down here for a long time, actually. Rafaela will take
It's
a ball.
a 2-0 count to Sedon.
Just because you live here. I live here too, but I don't wear Hawaiian shirts.
That's a fair point. Yeah, you walk right by the Hawaiian shirt aisle. I get it. Yep.
I'm not there yet. I'm 35. I'll get there.
Oh, man, that hurt.
All right.
That hurt. Foul back. Because when I was your age, young man, I used to wear them all the time. Here, you know, those silk shirts. Maybe not the full-fledged Hawaiian deal, you know, with all those colors.
Okay.
But at least the, you know, the silk thing and the shorts.
Silk.
Flip-flop. Sure.
Silk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I could afford it. 2-1. Foul back.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, just below us.
I'm still waiting. The closest we ever came was when you went full Ozzie Smith dive that way. We in Anaheim, right? And that ball came in at no less than 100 miles an hour. And left the seams, the imprint on the wall behind your face.
Yep. But believe me, you get good at avoiding it. This one's going to be pop foul back out of play as well. The ones you just have no chance. And now if it's a cookie, and I've caught a few of those, like a 6-year-old that would fall in his lap, he'd make that. Those were the ones that I made plays on. But I'm not stupid enough to.
Well, you've learned. You dove to the wall. I dove for the ball. I'll get there. A couple crooked fingers later.
If it's that worth it to you, partner, I say go for it.
It's so worth it.
I'll be over here.
It's worth the story.
Way over here. 2-2. Knock foul again.
It's fouled off once again for Sedon.
I caught one with one hand once with Hall of Famer Don Sutton sitting right next to me. We were doing Braves radio years ago, and he looked at me like I had 6 heads. Like you had no business making that play. Swing it up.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Sedon, let's fucking go. Woo! Yeah! Let's fucking go. 3-run home run.
And the Sox open it up here.
Woo!
Number 9.
Let's go.
You want to know how many Sox fans are here? Just listen to your ears. Open your ears up when that one came off the bat. Got a pitch up in the zone right here, and we talk about the adjustments that the kid has made. This is one of them, getting pitches hittable up in the zone and getting the barrel to the pitch.
Duran with a shot into center field, but that'll hang up.
That'll be on number
Chisholm
2.
with the catch. 2 down.
I mean, this is a thing of beauty. You were all over it off the bat. I'm thinking, I don't know, is this going to get out of here? You've done a few games in your life. You knew that thing was out of here right off the bat.
And I'm also watching him, and he knew he put a really good swing on it, but it just gets over that wall. This Red Sox home run brought to you by Audi. Visit New England. Audi today. So 5-0 Boston. And the Red Sox come back to life offensively against Bayoso.
And 5 runs is a good number for this team. They're 34-4 when scoring 5+ runs. That's the 3rd best record in Major League Baseball.
O'Neill 1 for 2 with a single. 379 feet. Now he's up to 44 runs batted in. Raffy's gone by him already at 47, but Rafael is staying right on his tail.
You just see him consistently making adjustments and getting better. Obviously, the defense has been phenomenal. His ability to get this team a shortstop when they needed it. He's playing shortstop today, but then the emergence of David Hamilton has allowed him to play more center field. He's been such a good player for this team, and you got to think this is just the beginning for him.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Red Sox in a 5-0 lead here in Miami.
That'll be strike 2.
They get comfortable here against Bayoso and the Marlins. And he will take a timeout.
You know, Alex Cora talked about Jarren Duran being the perfect player for this era of baseball with the rule change. I would say Zayden Rafaela is right there with him.
I would agree. The
Ball
combination
2.
of speed and some power.
Yeah, and you've seen the growth of Jarren Duran over the last 2 years, right? 2-3 years. This is just the beginning of Rafaela scratching the surface, and you see where he's starting, and he's starting at a much higher level than Duran did.
A liner that'll be
And that'll be out number 3.
to finish the inning. The
So
Red
that'll
Sox get
bring us to the bottom of the 4th inning, but the Red Sox scored 3 more there on the Cedon Rafaela 3-run home run. Brings it up to a 5-0 game.
Think about my hair thinning.
It hid under my hat for a good 3 years.
I experienced many challenges with prescribed medication.
Losing your sex life feels very shameful.
My dermatologist recommended Nutrafol.
It's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
Within 3 months, there was new growth.
My hair was stronger, and I don't have to choose between my health or my hair.
Try the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com.
To truly embrace the fine life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
The game is changing. But what drives the game never will. What you have inside. Gator, is it in you?
A man's captain and his 2 co-pilots just flying in underwear that feels like a luxurious private jet with its own fancy cockpit.
Why does sustainability matter in sports?
We are a sport that is outdoors amongst nature.
We are 100 yards away from the Everglades. We have to be a leader in sustainability.
How are sports becoming more sustainable?
They have a whole group of people who are dedicated to working with arenas and sports teams on strategies to eliminate and reduce their waste.
See how WM is working to make sports more sustainable at WM.com/stories.
Fiala cracking a 3-run homer here at Lone.
So here's the bottom of the 4th inning. Cutter Crawford will come back out. Been pitching really well tonight.
As we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. So a nice little cushion here for Cutter Crawford, who's allowed just 1 hit. The other Cruz, then Bell, then Sanchez are getting a second look at the right-hander.
The Cutter just at 40 pitches. With that 5-run pad, It's just go to work. Even if you feel like you need to work on things. Yes, you're in a big league game. These stats matter for your career, yeah, but I feel like with the mentality of, all right, I got 5 runs here, I can really work on what I need to work on here. And it's a little lower stress.
It's a fly ball here, but out of play down the right field line. And 0-2 on De La Cruz.
So that's the pitch right there that he's working on. You see the sweeper there didn't have much side-to-side break. It just kind of stayed there and broke down. It was more vertical. That's the one he's trying to work on because that's where he gets hurt when it's just vertical drop.
Back to that last pitch.
Yeah, so go back to it right here. Watch this pitch. See where it starts? You want that to break off the plate about 6 inches to the left. That just kind of goes down, and when it does that, it stays up and in the zone, and that's a hittable pitch.
Fly ball center field. On the move, Duran. Right there before the warning track, he's got it. And out number 1.
And it's out number 1.
So the cutter that he throws, it can be a little bit of a downer, right? That's fine. But when you're going to that sweeper, you definitely want that more side-to-side break for swing and miss. It's going to come in and look like the cutter, but then keep going.
Sends up Josh Bell. 0 for 1. He's popped up to first. Going after the first one, and a foul tip for strike. Bell, a switch hitter. Had 1 year with the Pirates in 2019. He hit 37 home runs. He was the first man to homer twice into the Allegheny River.
That's a poke, too. That's far.
And did it 2 times. Quite the same player. Here's their DH tonight. And a strike.
I always wonder if they count it, because I've seen them where they hit and they bounce off the sidewalk and go into the river. Because they can clear the stands in right field, they can hit that sidewalk and bounce out. Do they count it if it bounces in?
They make the distinction of a splashdown.
Okay, I know they do.
Okay, the river.
That makes sense.
Like San Francisco.
Yeah.
2-2. He's been traded to Washington, San Diego, and Cleveland, and then on to Miami. So he's really bounced around. For the Guardians, he only hit 8 home runs. And a swing and a miss to strike him out. 2 down.
Yeah, it's a really good cutter right there from Crawford. This one, that short, tight break. He showed 3 different breaking balls. He started this at bat with that big knuckle curve that we don't see as much of anymore since he's added the sweeper. He's got the sweeper with a horizontal break. And this one comes out of the hand. You're thinking, how far is this going to break? And it stays right there at the bottom of the zone to punch him out.
He struck out 4. Sanchez, the right fielder. He is 0 for 1. Faces Sox for the first time. Or Crawford for the first time. 0-1 pitch will miss.
See Crawford with the pitch comp on his belt. Not all times, but sometimes he's calling his own pitches. If he has a thought or something he wants to go to, he calls his own pitch. But
friendly hop there for Dom Smith, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3 in the 4th.
So that'll end the 4th inning.
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. With Dave, the sales guy's like,
We head to the 5th inning. 5-0 the score.
And lets me know it's regulated by Consumer Reports. Where Dave says these cars are going fast. I knew I had to have that road.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
Budweiser has believed in Folds of Honor for 14 years.
Today, we honor our veterans and the 52,000 scholarships awarded to their families. Every limited edition case sold supports military families.
What's wrong?
My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying because of that other card?
No.
There's no crying in baseball. Or with the Capital One Venture Card, because it lets you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day. You can use those miles on any travel purchase. And you know why? There's no crying with the Venture Card. What's in your wallet? Let's play ball!
With up to 40 grams of protein, Muscle Milk helps build muscle while you build strength. Because strength isn't just for the gym. It's for every moment of life, big or small. Muscle Milk, on your strength.
Game 5 presented by Salem 5 Bank. Sox with a 5 spot up there. Here in Miami, 5-0. Abreu will lead it off in the 5th against the righty. He has ripped a double and scored. He's also struck out. Red Sox got 2 runs in the first inning, 3 more last inning on the home run by Rafaela. And have out hit Miami 7-1. Well, you're now a little 4-game hitting streak. One and 2. Marlins typically, with all of these starting pitchers out, have been going heavy to their bullpen. They're using 4 or 5 pitchers a night.
Yeah, that's why you'll probably see the Yozo get stretched out a little bit more. Even though it's 5-0.
Yeah, they've got activity in their pen right now as that drifts outside. Declan Cronin getting going. And a 2-2 to Willier. He'll take strike 3 right on the edge of the plate. Actually made a really good pitch. That's 8 Ks now for the right-hander.
Yeah, a good amount of the strikeouts have been on that cutter. Yeah, he has a lot of swing and miss on the 4-seamer, but this backdoor cutter to lefties, they haven't been able to hit it. They've been able to get on top of it. And in that case, couldn't even pull the trigger because that was a good one. Started off the plate, came right back to the corner.
Raffy with a 2-run single and a strikeout rattles that one. First base Berger will make the flip onto the pitcher for the out. 2-2 down. Connor Wong next. Raphael going after the very first pitch. Well, 6:40 start time for game 2 tomorrow night as well. Bayo against Rogers. Pivetta goes on Thursday. It's a day game at 1:10 here on NESN. Wong has struck out 2 times tonight.
Yeah, real, I'll say excited to see how Bayo looks with the extra rest. See if there's any adjustments made with, I don't think it's mechanical. I think it's just honing in his stuff, right? You know, I remember when I was here and I was playing with a guy like Clay Buckle too, could manipulate the baseball with the best of them. When I say manipulate the baseball, he could make it move any direction, any amount he wanted, as long as it's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah,
see that
magic.
Magic. We can see, and we see that with Bayo, is he can throw it hard and he can move it around, but you have to be able to command it. And it doesn't matter how nasty you are. If you're 2-0, 3-1 on big league hitters, you're gonna have to throw something over the plate, and you're gonna get hit. And the stuff is there. You see the 98. You see the run on the fastball, the sink, the really good changeup. But listen, he's got to command it. This is the big leagues, and you know what? I think he's going to figure it out.
2 and a fly ball down the right field line, and a drift foul. It's great to see Clay Buchholz when he came to town with his neighbor Kevin Millar the other day.
That whole street, Lackey, Arietta.
I mean, if you're pals with Kevin Millar, you got it made, man. Hop on the jet, come defend him.
Yeah. No kidding. Well, it's always good to see him back.
0-2. Liner
Oh, wow. It's a good catch to end the inning.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Choose 2 of your breakfast favorites for $3.29 and pair them with $1.99 any size iced coffee.
NexGard Plus helps you
I'm gonna go get Chester.
from fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, and more. All in one delicious monthly soft chew. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. NexGard Plus, the one you want for one and done protection.
Make room cause we moving in, yeah. With my team we aim to win, yeah. Right now the show begins. We coming into the house for the whole team. 3 plays, 3 wins for the whole team.
Lululemon Pace Breaker Shorts. Get into it. When you're free to test your limits, you can push yourself to new heights.
There are giants among us. They are the men and women building our Navy's next generation submarines. They are giants in what they do because they work in a place where they can grow, where they can learn the skills to build careers as powerful as the beasts they forge. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Red Sox hit 5-0 against the Marlins. Jake Berger's going to lead things off 0 for 1. Meanwhile, Cutter Crawford has allowed 1 hit. Hasn't walked anybody, and he is fanned 4.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Definitely need to continue to work on that sweeper action, that movement, but the command has been much better.
Well, that's how we came on the air tonight, talking about Red Sox starting pitchers who had been so good in April, so-so in May, not good in June.
Yet they were still 15-10, right? It's because the offense was scoring runs, the bullpen was doing their job late in games.
But if you can turn around that trend, there's a swinging shot out to left field off the bat of Berger, turning around and watching it O'Neill,
Well,
and that ball is gone.
That's gonna score the first run of the game for the Marlins. Solo home run by Jake Berger.
Has to limit the home runs. Now, a lot of them have been solos, like this one. But the home run ball has been a problem for him the last month and a half or so.
Yeah, and this isn't a home run hitting team, right? Miami's last in baseball. They've only hit 66, now 67 home runs. But there's that sweeper. That's the pitch we've been talking about. This is the one he has been working on, trying to get more consistent with. Once again, not much horizontal break on that pitch. It kind of just spins and stays over the plate when he's trying to break it off the edge.
Strike 1 on Edwards, who's 0 for 1 fly out to center. Again, just his second hit. Marlins winning a wild card last year. Continuing a unique history in South Florida. Actually own the lowest winning percentage and have the fewest postseason appearances among all active clubs. And yet, they've won 2 World Series. 1997 and 2003. 0-2, he puts him away. Back with the cutter, strikes him out.
That 19-year-old Josh Beckett pitching in that clinching game.
They started out at Joe Robbie Stadium. That became Pro Player Stadium, then Sun Life Stadium. And they names of their first ballpark, and then they built this place in 2012 when they moved in, Marlins Park, and Now it's Lone Depot Park.
I remember playing here in 2012, the first year it opened. They had real grass. It was before they put in the turf, and they hadn't quite figured out how often to leave the roof open, how to keep it closed. So the grass was patchy and thin, and like almost like a little league field. The dirt was nice, but the grass was awful. It was like spray painted so it would be green. It was terrible. You come in here and face Carlos Zambrano. That was fun. Throwing sideways balls at you.
To the Brujan, that tied him up. That ran inside. Again, the cutter to strike him out. Back-to-back Ks. And 2 gone.
Speaking of sideways balls, he threw some good cutters down and in. And down and back, this one sinks on. So he's getting some good pulls on the cutter. If he stay with that patch, he'll feel that he's getting away from the sweeper because he's not feeling good about it. Throwing some splits and throwing some cutters down and in the lefties right there. That was a good one.
Rivera 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. Marlins, as an organization, have had 6 no-hitters.
6?
So along with the championships, the World Series, we've done a few things here.
I feel like they always have good players, and then they don't want to pay them. and then they get rid of them.
That's right. Line drive knocked down by Rafi. And no play as Rafaela picks it up. Would have been an outstanding play by Devers at third. And Rivera is forward with 2 gone.
Fastball here, ran back out over the plate. Rafi fully extended with that glove. He just clanks off the glove right there. Caught him, looked like in the palm or almost like the heel of the glove and kicked down. Almost hit him in the nose.
Base hit for Rivera. 106.5 coming off the bat. Here's Fortes. He's singled. Became their first base runner of any kind in the 3rd inning.
I guess Cutter wasn't very fond of it. Goes up and in right there.
Down for it. Rafi at 3rd.
And that'll end the inning. So we head to the 6th inning. The Marlins got that home run here in this inning, so it's now a 5-1 game.
When it comes to tickets, pick TickPick. You're picking the best prices guaranteed, with no hidden fees ever. 360-degree seat views, and price tracking with real-time updates. So pick TickPick for your favorite band, your favorite team, or a new family memory. Pick from thousands of live events. Don't let overpriced tickets and fees get between you and a great night. No hidden fees, more savings. Download the TickPick app.
What gives meaning to a symbol? Performance, consistency, time. And then, when you see it, you know. New era, the official cap of Major League Baseball.
What's up at DQ? These two are debating which $7 meal deal with fries, drink, and a sundae is the best full-size meal deal of all. Cheeseburger. Chicken strips. There's something for everyone in the $7 meal deal at DQ. Happy tastes good.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot and juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10.
Son of a bucket, that's a good deal.
Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
What did you tap for? Auntie Gigi.
I love you, buddy.
When you tap or order online at participating grocery stores, MasterCard will donate 1 cent up to $5 million to Stand Up to Cancer. Standing up for the people we love, priceless.
All yours.
How do you sleep at night?
Just from Mattisfeld. Sleep expert made it easy to find the right one. Plus, they have a low price guarantee. So if I see it cheaper somewhere else, they'll mention the price. So I sleep.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
Cronin on in relief here for Miami as the Red Sox lead at 5-1. We proceed to the 6th inning. Lacio shitty. Good night, Bruin. 2 for 2. Pair of singles and a run.
That Cronin, you're really going to see 2 pitches. Lots of sliders. He throws about 54% of the time. And you saw the first pitch right there, and then a fastball average about 94.
He's not allowed a home run.
See that sinker? That's funky. That's kind of everything coming at you. It's good movement on that two-seamer.
Pitched 39 innings without a home run, second among Major League relief pitchers.
58% ground ball rate. Put that in perspective, league average is 44. So that sinker slider combo is getting a lot of balls on the ground. Hard to lift it.
Broken back, ground ball, pass first, up with it, Berger. And they'll take it to the bag. Deep this pitcher. Almost tackled us. One out. Valdez.
I love my dog.
Red Sox
My
have a
dog
3-run
is
homer
cool.
tonight from Cedar Rafaela. We had 2 fast runs in the first inning against Bayoso. Went 5, giving up 5 runs, 7 hits. He struck out 8. But the Red Sox got him for a couple big hits. Here's Valdez, 1 for 2 with a single. Talking about this Marlins franchise, they started out as the Florida Marlins. A lot of people forget that. And then when they built the ballpark here in downtown Miami, Little Havana, changed it to the Miami Marlins. They had a little tragedy as well. Remember, they lost their ace, Jose Fernandez, to that boating accident in 2016. A Cuban-born all-star perishing in that crash. Who knows? I mean,
He was one of the most special arms I had ever seen. Especially in my time in the big leagues, in professional baseball, he was just different.
On his way to greatness, fly ball, De La Cruz in a bit. 2 away.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Plymouth Rock. We'll preview the pitching matchup between Brian Bayo and Trevor Rogers. Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox.
With 2 out, Dom Smith will climb in. He has struck out and popped up 0 for 2. Red Sox on Sunday, snapping a 3-game skid. Now out on the road, 3 here in Miami, and then 3 against the Yankees in the Bronx.
Remember that home run structure out there, whatever it was called? I have no idea what it was called out left center.
There's a giant sculpture out there, yes.
It's now out front. They moved it
where it belonged.
When Jeter came in, he was like, get it out of here.
Line toward the gap in left center. That's going to touch down and skip up over that fence for a double. Dom Smith, good wood on that one, and a 2-base hit with 2 down.
That's a good piece of hitting here by Dom Smith. Hard to lift the ball against Cronin. The way he throws the baseball with that sinker slider combination, everything working down, working off the plate. Gets him a sinker out over the plate right here. Stays behind it, drives it to left center for the ground rule double.
So another man in scoring position for Rafaela. Already a 3-run homer tonight.
Ooh, didn't have to be.
Yeah, the former owner of the Marlins, Jeffrey Loria, was an art dealer and collector, and he built that thing, or had it built for this ballpark, and it was an atrocity.
I mean, how much did that thing cost? You know, it's like you can't pay your players.
It was $100. It was too much. It was up there. Thank God they got rid of it.
They didn't get rid of it. I saw it today.
Well, I mean, out of our view.
No, you melt that thing and have it gone forever. Have a bonfire. Do something.
I'm with you. That was just an offensive sight. Loria liked it, but nobody else did.
That's all that matters.
That's fouled at home plate, I guess. Shows you what I know about art, but my goodness, it was terrible.
If you had to guess how much it cost.
Top of my head, I don't know, 200 grand?
2.5 million.
You're kidding.
I swear.
Oh, now that's offensive.
US dollars, if you're curious.
2-2, got a piece of that to hang in.
Yes, it did get a piece of that.
And gonna need a moment here. Fortes at home plate.
Ooh. Yeah, Nick Fortes looks like he's in some pain. Probably just got the wind knocked out of
Play
him.
the game presented by New England Chevy Dealers. Together, let's drive.
Let's go back to the fourth inning right here. Zaydan Rafaela with the boom ball, 103 off the bat. Just enough, but that's all you need. He'd go down in the book as an upper decker.
Homer is ninth. You got a chance to make it 6-1 or better right here at a 2-2 from Cronin. A one hopper and a play by Bruhan. Sets it down. One man left.
So I'll be right back in a few minutes. Might miss a little bit of the bottom of the sixth.
Crazy story. So this morning I'm at the Nissan
Might
Grill
take a
Center
shot with my dad real
taking a
quick.
test drive. When Dave, the sales guy,
Something went wrong. Well, that can't be happening. Yeah, I missed the bottom of the 6th, but it was a really quick inning. Nothing happened, so it's kind of what I figured anyway. I mean, I didn't miss it. I watched it on my phone, but I missed it right here in front of you people.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog. Made by vets and delivered right to your door, precisely portioned for your dog's needs. It's an idea whose time has come.
Choosing between my hair and sex drive? Not anymore. Support liquid thicker, fuller hair with 100% drug-free hair growth supplements.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com/med.
Robert working hard tonight. He's allowed only 3 hits, up 5-1. And the Red Sox back at it on the offensive side. Duran, O'Neill, and Abreu. Jai with a walk and a stolen base tonight, otherwise 0 for 2.
You know, Crawford's just at 72 pitches, but I can see them saying, hey, that was a positive outing. Let's turn this thing over to the pin.
Zach Kelly is warming. Flip on to first base by Brujan.
It'll be out number 1 to Jaron Duran.
We take a look at FanDuel Same Game Parlay. You bet $5 and win $116.42.
You know, we talk about all these, the starting pitching for the Red Sox and them having a little bit of fatigue and got Tanner Houck already past his innings that he threw last year. Crawford's on his way. This could be the type of game where he did have extra rest. He pitched 6 innings. He just did 72 pitches. Obviously, he's rolling. You don't want to take him out in that case, but if you feel comfortable with your pin, save the bullets.
Tyler O'Neill 1 for 3 with a base hit. Scored a run in the first inning. Red Sox got 2.
Yeah, this game's gone by really fast. We're an hour and a half in. We're at the top of the 7th. So
and added 3 on one swing of the bat. Rafael.
It's been going by really, really fast.
We've said this a couple times. When you watch Tyler O'Neill batting practice, it is fun. It's impressive how long his home runs go in BP in a game 2. Line into center field for his second knock in this one. He's talked about wanting
Tyler
to
O'Neill gets a single there.
In home run derby, you do not have to be selected to the All-Star team to go to home run derby. Wouldn't he be a great fit?
Absolutely, but he would have to agree to do it sleeveless. Right, because that's how he takes batting practice with the guns out, right, and just pumping balls 50 feet past the fence. We'd have to go back to like the old, those All-Star jerseys in like Seattle. They were sleeveless. Remember those?
Flying into center field off the bat of Abreu, tracking that Chisholm, and 2 down.
Those could have just been. There might have just been Seattle jerseys. I can't remember what they were.
But cut the sleeves up, yeah.
Whatever. I mean, if I had pipes like that, I would never have sleeves.
Toy Mario, what's up, man? How you doing? This is too late, but do you think Kyle won't get his 50 and F at the Chicago Street Race? No, he probably will. He probably will. He probably will get his 50 and F. It's just been bad shit happening, so yeah, he probably will.
I feel like Cronin is uncomfortable at that, right? He's effectively wild, I guess we can call it that, all over the place, but then he'll dot you up with some nasty stuff. That sinker's been all over the place. That's why I saw Neil sit on that sinker right down Broadway right there. He's talking about getting back at night, laying in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about one pitch, and that's the one Raffy Devers is going to be thinking about. That's as middle gets.
Rafael, 18 home runs, leading the club with 47 runs batted in. He's got Tyler O'Neill aboard. And again, Zach Kelly had been up in the bullpen.
So Rafael Devers at a 2-1 count right now. That'll be strike 2.
Top of the 7th with 2 down. And a full count on Devers.
I feel like Cronin's definitely had more command with the slider. Definitely have to be ready and on time for that sinker here, but in the back of your mind, hoping he'll hang that slider.
Runner goes and a line shot into the alley. That'll be cut off by De La Cruz. He flips it back in down to third.
So that's going to be another base hit for Rafael Devers. Yeah, second hit of the game. So there's now runners at the corners, runners at first and third base. Connor Wong is coming up, who has been really having a really good season. Been one of the best offensive catchers tonight. So far is 0 for 3 though.
Time for this, but I got to be aware of that slider. Best way to do that is be able to fire and sinker the other way, not try to do too much. That's a great swing.
He's in a stretch where he's seeing the ball the best he has all year. Would you agree?
He's just consistent, right? And it's like he hasn't gotten. He hit that home run streak, but he was like just hitting one homer. He's like a homer a night, and wasn't really getting any other hits. He hasn't been like white hot over a stretch. He's just been consistently good all year. Ever since he got past like the knee bruise there early in the season there in Anaheim, remember that?
Yep.
Had the shoulder in that first road trip as well. Once he started feeling good and he was healthy, he is just consistent. And his approach has been locked down.
On a Wong 0 for 3, ground ball deep short.
Oh my God!
Throw to second.
That was safe. All right, that's going to be safe, and that's going to score a run. That was a great dive. It was a really great dive by that. Who was that Marlins player that dove? Oh, they're saying it's out at second? Oh, the Marlins. Okay. No, the Marlins are not challenging that.
Buy him a steak dinner for beating that out and getting him that knock to get the hitting streak.
I was confused for a second.
Nice play.
Yeah, that was a great diving play. Didn't end up actually making a play, you know, but it was still a great dive.
Masahiro Yoshida 2 for 3 with a pair of singles tonight. So 16-game hitting streak for Connor. Hit the ball well as last time. I'll be lined out to Brujan, the second baseman.
So here's Masahiro Yoshida. Oh, 1 count. No, it's 1-1.
So the Red Sox have out-hit Miami 11-3.
So yeah, Masahiro Yoshida is 2 for 3 tonight. Had the 2 singles and scored the run.
It's Devers at second, Wong on at first. Another one.
And there he is. He'll score another run.
Devers will score.
Another single. Let's go. It's going to make it a 7-1 game.
7-1. Masahiro Yoshida with 3 more hits tonight.
3 knocks, and he looks like he's getting locked in. It's a good sight to see for this lineup. Sometimes, you know, it's like he has 3 different swings, right? He pulls out that driver sometimes. He gets too big. That's just not who he is. Line drives, take his knock, stay in the middle of the field. That's Masahiro Yoshida at his best. RBI single right there, and that's a big run, and make Alex Cora feel even better probably about letting Cutter Crawford come out of this game.
So it's 9 hits in his last 20 at-bats for Yoshida.
If you drive at NASCAR, what number would you be? 73, and I actually do have a reason behind that. That's the year my mom was born. My mom died when I was 11 years old, so
it's good to see him get going.
I've always used like 73, like in any video game where you can pick like a number like NASCAR 85 or anything like that where you customize your car. I always picked 73 or like MLB The Show, like create a player, NBA 2K. It was always 73, so. Yeah, 73 would be my number.
And Manuel with runners on the corners and 2 out. And Cronin's 0-1. Big blow tonight. Certainly a 3-run homer by Cedar Rafaela in the 4th inning, but in the other 2 innings where the Red Sox have scored runs, it's been more a succession of hits.
Yeah, and you know, I know they struck out a lot there early against Villazzo, but they've seen a lot of pitches.
De La Cruz backing up for this play, and he's got it. But the Red Sox strike for 2 more, 7-1.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Choose 2 of your breakfast favorites for $3.29 and pair them with $1.99 any size iced coffee.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
With Armor All, a little bit of this protects you from a lot of that. Armor All, less work, more clean.
What is it? My new boyfriend. So sweet. Look what he just sent me.
Ooh, that's a lovely view, huh? What are you 2 looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
TickPick, the only major no-fee ticket site with the same seats at better prices.
Some men go their entire adult lives flying around in basic economy underwear. But a gentleman knows it's a more luxurious ride in first class. With the
I love you,
that prevents
Chester.
turbulence.
More snacks?
Don't mind if I do.
You're a good boy.
Baseball on NESN brought to you by WB Mason, shipping and packaging supplies delivered fast with no expensive freight charges, and by Yingling Traditional Lager, the iconic American lager made by the oldest brewery in America. Back in Miami, Cutter Crawford done for the night. This pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices as he goes 6 strong, strikes out 7. And walk anybody, allowed only 3 hits.
Cutter Crawford has been taken out of the game, but had a really good performance tonight. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run. Zach Kelly is in to pitch now. Jesus Sanchez is the first hitter he faces.
Pitch to the edges. Didn't throw a whole lot over the heart of the plate. So definitely something to build off of going forward.
Jesus Sanchez over 2. He's hit it on the ground twice tonight. They'll fly this one to center. Long run Durant.
Yeah, that's going to be... Yeah, that's a home run.
Sanchez
by a lot, yeah.
When he hits it a lot.
So Jesus Sanchez hits a home run. That'll make it a 7-2 game.
That's number 8.
I think that's going to help too.
Zach Kelly gives up a home run on the 3rd pitch of his appearance as the pitcher.
On the board for the 2nd time tonight. That'll make it 7-2.
48, 112 and a half off the bat.
Strong. His home runs take off not once but twice.
Yeah, fastball middle away right there. But as you said, it doesn't make a ton of contact, hasn't lately, but when he does, goodness gracious.
Jake Berger here hit their first home run. This one carried and carried.
It's halfway up the batter's eye.
Yeah. So, 5-run game.
That'll be strike 2. to Jake Berger. He had the home run earlier in the game.
Comebacker, but he snares that.
Nice. Nice play by Zach Kelly.
What a way. I thought Chris Martin was on the mound there for a second. Goodness. Hello. Yeah, that'll get you wake you up a little bit there. Now during the game. Fastball away. Hops, with this dirt, even with the turf under it, you got the rubber under there. The ball can get a little bouncy. That one came off high. Zach Kelly able to get his glove up, protect that beard and what's under it.
All about protecting the beard. Ground ball to the middle, through for a base hit from Edwards.
That's a base hit.
1 for 3. So some good swings all of a sudden here against Zach Kelly. All season long he's been so good. He's 0.71 road ERA in 8 appearances.
Yeah, I've seen him throw some fastballs over the middle of the plate right here. He's got
Yeah, it definitely looks like the Red Sox are going to win tonight, Jaden.
Just so he can get to his nasty stuff. We know how good the changeup is, the sweeper that he started using this season.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to speak too soon. It's sports. The Marlins fucking suck. They're one of the worst teams in the league. But I mean, also the Spurs sucked, and they were better than the Red Sox are, comparative, kind of, to their sport. But they still lost two out of 3 to the Spurs.
I'm sure there are Red Sox fans watching the ball game simply. 72 pitches for Cutter Crawford. Why is he out of the game?
Yeah, understandable. I get that. Big lead. The innings getting up, as much as he's thrown this year.
You never know. You never know with sports. It's a crazy thing.
2 runs last inning. Save some bullets.
It's why you watch to the end, no matter what. You never.
Coming off the off day as well.
You never turn off the game early. You never leave the game early. Just last week, the Sox were down 6-2 in the 8th inning against the Blue Jays. Came back to win.
Sox with a couple in the first inning. And they got 3 runs in the 4th inning, 2 more in the 7th.
Chester does love
double
weed.
Plays, nice double plays turned by
Chester smokes weed with me all the time.
Valdez and Hamilton there.
I'm just kidding.
For Winkowski.
He doesn't know how.
Got a ton of ground balls.
Man, he's looked good too.
Mercy actually once picked up my blunt. And I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I took it out of his mouth. And luckily it wasn't damaged at all. Or it was a little unraveled. I just had to stick it back together.
Filthy one here that just took off towards the back leg of Brujan. Watch the
Chester eats the weed crumbs.
Sweeper off the
Chester, do you eat the weed crumbs?
Brujan can't run to first there because it was occupied by a base runner.
Jaden, like, what is the fucking... I'm still just mind-fucked on this. Me and Dom are, too. Like, we were texting back and forth about it all day. Just how the hell did Joey Logano not run out of gas? And that's going to score another run. That'll make it a 7-3 game.
That'll make it a little more interesting. Yeah, as we talked about earlier in this game, this Miami team, they're very aggressive first pitch. That's a cutter, middle. You got to be really careful with this team early in counts. They lead baseball in first pitch swing percentage. Got to get something off the plate, pitch to the edges where you can't get hurt.
Andrew Bailey, pitching coach.
So here comes Andrew Bailey coming out to talk to Zach Kelly, not taking him out of the game, just coming to talk to him.
Rivera just drove him in. Bernardino loosening in the Red Sox pen. And I think it's a very good thought when you say, well, extra day of rest, bullpen is well rested. You just don't want to put that to a really stiff test tonight and use a bunch of guys.
Of course. But at the same time, you're bringing in a guy who hits under a 1 ERA, right? The way he's been throwing the baseball, you don't expect him to be the one to get touched up.
Sure don't. It's a great year. Trying to get out of this inning now. Cortez is singled and grounded out to third. 2 runs in for Miami to make it a 7-3 game.
That'll
That's a good pitch right there.
be
That's the 0-0 pitch
strike.
against this team.
Oh, that'll be ball
Dotted
one.
down and away. Probably should have been called a strike, wasn't. But that's how you have to pitch these guys early in the count.
Crazy thing is that he took 2 tires on his last pit stop. Yeah, I did see that. Not only does that mean less fuel, but it means that the other tires lasted half the race with no fall off. Well, I wouldn't say no fall off. They probably were pretty. They probably did fall off a lot by the end of the race, but you know. And when you say last half of the race, are you talking last half of the scheduled distance, or are you talking last half of the full the full distance that it ended up being? Because I heard that he went the final half of the race, but like is that the scheduled distance, like, or I don't remember. So that detail I don't remember.
You know, he didn't throw the sweeper last year. Threw fastball, cutter, curveball. Now he's developed this.
I don't know, just what I heard.
He came
Yeah.
back from injury, that surgery last year, and it has been nasty.
They'll get a pop-up here. Kelly wants to take it and makes the catch.
Yeah, so Zach Kelly makes the catch to end the 7th inning. So we head to the 8th inning. Marlins did score 2 runs there, but so that'll make it a 7-3 game. The Red Sox still lead by 4 runs.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
You combed through every last piece of evidence. You made the final, impossible connection. And all the while, you were soaking in the bottom. Oh, there's more to imagine when you listen.
All engines running.
Showtime, folks! And action.
Critics are raving. Fly Me to the Moon is genius.
Yes. I'm gonna make sure everybody sees it.
Scarlett and Channing have chemistry to the moon and back.
You're supposed to stay on your side.
I missed you.
It's captivating, compelling, and hilarious.
The president loves it. It would be the greatest event ever. She's good.
It's built for the big screen experience.
Fiction.
Fly Me to the Moon, rated PG-13.
All these games.
Cowden didn't have. Imagine if he came to the field, yeah. I mean, he was just looking to have a great finish anyway. It was just, I was so pissed.
No walnut brain.
I was so pissed.
They'd rather name a
Yeah.
team after Sox.
To be fair, we're not very athletic.
Iconic moments presented by Yingling Traditional Lager on this date 2018. Rick Porcello delivered with a bases clearing double off Max Scherzer. His first career extra base hit. Red Sox went on to beat the Nats 4-3.
2018?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody hit that year. Goodness.
Could have almost predicted the way that season went.
I remember watching that live.
That was fun.
And off Scherzer, of all guys.
Of all people. Chagua coming out of their bullpen. And a right-hander will get a swing and a pop-up by Dom Smith out of play. Dom 1 for 3 tonight with a double.
Chagua. I just want to say,
Dom Smith's up.
It's a good name.
0-1 count for him.
Big time.
Like you just said, 1 for 3 tonight with a double. Yeah, I know, Chester. Oakley's running around upstairs. She's quite crazy.
Rafaela on deck.
So Chagua, well, like a lot of guys in their pen, sinker slider. They have several guys like that, or 2-pitch guys.
Fly me to the moon and let me lay among the stars.
Pitch, that's his put out pitch.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words,
5.
I love you.
Looked, he said 14 or 15.
Like up a little bit because they're, a good contingent of Sox fans.
That's a really good guess, though, because I would have guessed less. I would have said like 10 or 11. But you've done this a little longer than me.
0-2. In there. Strike 3. He rings up Dom Smith. John Tumpane, who has a very stylish strikeout.
Yeah. Pitching Ninja, I think, calls it a reaper.
The
right?
reaper.
It's almost like he takes a swing at the batter. If it's a right-handed batter here, sees the comeback, you see him kind of take the swing. If it's a right-handed batter, it looks like he's swinging at him. That's a ball, though.
Yeah, the Reaper got Dom there, but didn't have to be.
The Reaper. Should make sure that's what they actually call him. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Well, everybody will now. It wasn't true before.
That's what I just call every umpire that rung me up.
Right. Cedon, 3-run homer back in the 4th inning. That opened the thing up. Red Sox head 7-3 now. Duran on deck. Good night for the offense. 12 hits for Boston.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked really good. Their approach has been good. Obviously, there was some strikeouts early, some swing and miss, but getting their knocks when they need to, absolutely.
On the infield.
And that'll be a ground out to first base for Cedon. That'll be out number 2 in the 8th inning.
The 8th inning presented
Top of the
by
8th.
Sonic. Top of the order now, Duran for his first hit tonight.
Jaden, how do you think Chicago goes for Kyle? Because last year, didn't he come back to have a pretty good finish after his issue early in the race? Like didn't he hit the wall and then come back to finish like 5th?
Neck jerseys and jerseys like that. Just the City Connects have just really caught fire all over the place. All teams love it, right? It gives you something different. It's a different look. And remember when it started, everyone's like, yellow.
Sure.
What? And then you realize, like, oh, the Massachusetts State flag, the Boston
Marathon connection.
All the connection, and it's actually really cool. Plus, they play really well.
Well, that's the other part of it. The Red Sox have a tremendous one-loss record when they do play in them. Going back the last few years, so fans of all ages have taken to them.
I love the 617 patch, too. Love that.
2 down, bases empty.
So, did you know? I'll throw a fact on you. Do you know where the 617 area code came from?
I do not.
The Battle of Bunker Hill was June 17th, 1775.
That's a terrific.
I learned that on a duck boat tour. I swear. I did.
With the kids?
Yeah.
So someone dropped some pretty good knowledge on you.
Yeah, and even he said, look, I'm a historian, this and that, but I learned that from another guy on a duck boat tour. It's pretty cool. Yeah, isn't that cool?
I thought you just used the duck boat to parade around as a world champion.
Nope.
Now I know you're taking a little history.
We have friends come in town. We love to take them. I think it's the best way to see the city and learn things about it.
I would agree. Freedom Trail.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be hammered. Right
there you go.
Sanchez racing back and
yeah! Let's go, Jaron Duran. Let's fucking go. His 10th home run of the year. Makes it an 8-3 game.
To the All-Star game, doesn't it?
I mean,
let's fucking go.
All-Star game. What are we doing? This guy should be starting the All-Star.
Woo! Yeah, Jaron Duran should be an All-Star.
He does something to impact the ball.
Everyone vote for Jaron Duran.
Hitless up to this point, 95-mile-per-hour, front door two-seamer coming back to inner third, pulls the hands in and rifles this thing to right center. Wasn't a wall scraper either.
He did. He hit the tire wall, got some damage, still finished 5th. Yeah. What do you think will happen this year?
6 rows deep on the line.
His 10th, 40 runs batted in. Picked up his 21st stolen base earlier tonight. Red Sox ahead 8-3. It's a measure of where he has come in terms of reputation, given what he's done this year, that I walked over to Tommy Hutton's booth, Marlins TV, before the game, and the first player he asked about was Jarren Duran. Of course. In there for a strike on O'Neill. Has 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4.
Typical night for Jarren Duran. Stolen base and a homer. Right? Just can do it so many different ways. Yeah, he hits doubles. He runs balls down in the outfield, which is his outfield has defensive play has really improved. Obviously, we talk about that all the time. But lightning and thunder.
That's who he is. First time in his career he's hit a home run in 3 consecutive games.
That's right. That is 3 consecutive games.
Red Sox with 13 hits and counting.
The off day always throws me off on stats.
Right. 3-2. Bailey Horn loosening in the pen. And a payoff pitch here to O'Neill. Bounced up there for ball 4. So Tyler aboard for the.
So that'll be ball 4. So Tyler O'Neill walks there. Honestly, I can see him winning.
1 for 4 with a double.
Jaden. Oh, Jaden.
Catch a condensed 2-hour version of this Red Sox game following post-game.
Depends on the speed they have entering the weekend, but RCR and Kyle have been very solid on road courses. Goes back to Reddick also. Didn't they have? Oh, no, actually, I think we went through this. That he actually was pretty good on road courses since RCR days.
2 down, a man aboard. And strike 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Devers
got to get a top 10. I mean, at this point, Kyle needs to either get a win or string together really good fucking finishes.
Orioles and Yankees are basically tied for first. Red Sox trying to inch a little closer to that 3rd wild card position. Right now, they're a game and a half back. Currently, the wild card is the Yankees, the Twins, and Kansas City. And the 0-2 pitch to the Sox right fielder. Float down.
William Brady fouls that off. Still 0-2.
So Sox here for 3. Thursday is a day game. So we've got a matinee coming your way at 1:10. Red Sox will jump on the charter, head for New York City after that, and weekend showdown against the Yankees.
Yeah, we'll actually not be live Friday
Sunday
night
baseball
for the Yankees game
on ESPN.
Which means I don't think I'll be live for any of the Yankees Red Sox games, which actually fucking sucks. But I had like no hours this week, so I picked up the shift on Friday.
The All-Star break got on us real fast.
Swing and a miss. That's going to get him. Struck him out. The Red Sox had another on the Duran home run. Coming your way next.
Hey, Dad. You want to play?
Okay. I'm not striking out this time.
I'm not hitting this pitch.
How was practice?
It was good. I got to play shortstop. I'm kind of nervous about it.
What if I hit you some grounders tomorrow?
Okay.
This is for the game.
Down. That's the left field. That's gone.
Good job, man. You crushed it.
Logan Webb, one of the best in the National League, one of the best in the game. He just dictates the tempo and the flow of the at-bat.
Logan Webb is the ace of that staff. There's a moxie about him with the nasty sinker, change-up, slider combo.
Very tough combination.
Great job swinging.
Dixon to go back to the dugout, shaking their head.
This guy is a complete pitcher. He threw 216 innings last year in this day and age, which is unheard of. He's given them a chance to win every time he touches the ball.
This is what you've been waiting for, folks.
This guy is off the chart special.
This guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball. What a masterful performance.
He is on some kind of level right now.
Is this guy any good? And the roars of disease. Absolutely sensational time. Viva Tequila Seltzer. It's the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. 88 calories. And back in Miami, Red Sox looking good here, 8-3. In the 8th inning, time for our BuyForNow.com call to the bullpen. Bailey Horn just called up from AAA Worcester.
Oh, Bailey Horn just called up.
Saturday.
Oh, he pitched Saturday apparently, but I did not watch that game. So this is not his debut, but he just got called up from AAA.
Top of the order here.
I mean,
Jazz Chisholm, who's gone
let's see. I've never heard of this guy actually.
Bailey Horn gonna feature a sweeper, a four-seamer, cutter, and a curveball.
Yeah, no. Saturday was his first game.
De La Cruz on deck and then Bell.
Pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, walked 2 batters, and gave up 4 hits. Struck out 2 guys.
44-39. And strike on the sweeper. If you don't have a sweeper, you can't pitch in the majors.
Nope. Gotta
You
have the
better
sweep.
have one, man.
Gotta have the sweep piece.
Yanked to first. Smith will underhand flip, and Bailey gets there for the out. De La Cruz next. 6:40 tomorrow evening. A little bit early start. But
Yeah, I will not be live for the Sox game tomorrow.
The Sox trying to figure out the lefties, but their lefty is 1-8. ERA of 4.87. Bayo goes in 7-5. 5.55. He's got a few things to figure out. See if the rest did him some good.
I hope so. Goodness. Need to see him and Pavetta get back on track these next 2 games.
Cutter Crawford looked good. Over 6, struck out 7, gave up only 1 run, 3 hits. Didn't walk anyone.
Yeah, he looked good. You got to think he had some family, friends and family here too. He's from a couple hours north in Okeechobee.
Road courses results since joining RCR: Coda second, Sonoma second, Chicago 5th despite Tire Bear, Indy 36th, ran top 7 all day, then was down on power, Glenn 14th, Roval 3rd, Coda 9th, Sonoma 12th. And Sonoma would have been better if it wasn't for the last lap bullshit.
Right?
No question.
Want to feel wanted?
Fouled off here by De La Cruz.
Earned the 6th most points at road courses since joining RCR, 8 races.
Your teammates. I went down AAA, went to work on my stuff. Want to be a starting pitcher? Everybody wants to be a starting pitcher, right? He went down, had stuff to work on. He's looked good since he came back. That relief appearance against Toronto, that was huge for this ball club. And then his last outing, that start, he looked much better.
Yeah, when a guy steps up and does something like that, as he did against Toronto, I mean, the game has escaped already. It's already been lost effectively. And you ask a guy to go in there and, throw 6 innings. That's a swing and a miss to put him away.
Yeah.
A good curveball there from Horn. But yeah, to your point, Toby, the game's lost, right? But there's still a lot to take care of as far as saving your bullpen for the next game, right? You kind of do say, yeah, look, we're going to punt here. We're not going to win this
Here's
game.
Josh Bell, 0 for 3 tonight.
Saved 3 guys from having a pitch.
Bell missing that one by a mile. He's gone 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts.
That matters. That goes a long way in a clubhouse. It obviously goes a long way in a bullpen. But it sets you up to use your guys the next few days.
At short, Rafaela hoovers it up.
And that'll be out number 3.
They go in order here.
So that ends the 8th inning, still 8-3. And we head to the 9th. I'm going to go pee real quick.
you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Choose 2 of your breakfast favorites for $3.29 and pair them with $1.99 any size iced coffee.
Since its inception, the Boys and Girls Clubs have been more than a fun place for kids to go after school. For some, it's been a second home, where they can learn, play, and grow. Thanks to the partnership between Major League Baseball and Boys and Girls Clubs, children of all backgrounds have access to safe spaces. All right, let's go take a selfie. MLB Together and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Empowering children and building futures. Bring it in.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
There are those with extraordinary abilities. Some have great strength, speed, or the ability to fly. See baseball's mightiest heroes unite on the summer's biggest stage. MLB Network's All-Star Week begins July 12 on MLB Network.
Send Extra Innings live right after the game. TC and Lenny break down the action, and you'll hear from Cutter Crawford and Alex Cora, who but WB Mason. Back here, 8-3 Red Sox here late. And guys, this is the first time for Masataka Yoshida being back here since winning the WBC with Team Japan. He was on that all-tournament team. I asked Pete Patsy, could coming back here continue his spark? 3 hits already tonight, and had hit 375 coming in with his last 5
So
games.
1-0 count here to Rafael Devers. Chester.
He's at his best with using the whole field with line drives. Said a lot of balls have been hit low, just keeping the trajectory low, which means that he's been staying on the ball a lot longer, and that's been really important for his approach at the plate.
Well, he's come alive. The singles are falling in. I think the next step is driving the ball, for the extra base hits. But he's gone from a very cold hitter who looked very unsure at the plate to far more confident here in recent games.
Oh, definitely. And on Sunday, a couple balls well over 100 mile per hour exit velocity. So he is hitting the ball hard. And today we've seen him use the whole field. Up the middle, saw the changeup he slapped the other way to left. Looking really good right now.
Be interesting to see from Massa after the game if he felt like being back here had any effect at all. He was swinging a good bat coming in. Meanwhile, Rafi will wrap that to first base and collected by Berger. He'll get to the bag for the out. 1 away in the 9th inning. StatCast 3D is powered by Google.
While he hasn't been in must-win territory yet, a very good day at Chicago. 45-plus points would allow for great gains on the cut line. Hubba and Briscoe aren't great on road courses. Yeah, that's true. Those are the ones he's fighting for first below the cut line. Bowman is great at Coda, but okay at the rest too.
Letting the ball get deep, it keeps him on the off speed. You're not seeing him cheat to any fastballs right now. He is not afraid to get jammed and let the ball get deep, and that's when he's at his best.
Connor Watt tonight, 1 for 4.
You are right.
So, I mean,
this is a really good chance this weekend to
to
catch up on the cut line.
Base and 17 in a row. Hit streak. More fun to talk about.
At third, Rivera on target. And 2 down.
And then after this, we have Pocono and then Indy.
So far, 3
and I think
4
Richmond's after that.
With an RBI. He's really been, until this point in the season, he's been a lost man on the Red Sox roster. You have to be frank about that.
Oh, absolutely. That's tough to say about a guy making $18 million, right? You want him to be an impact player on this team. He's as we said, he's starting to look better. Get him heated up. This lineup looks a lot better.
No longer plays defense. He's a full-time DH. So those are the opportunities for him to shine, and he hadn't done it until recently. The injury, of course, was significant. Any hand injury to a hitter is a giant thing to get over.
Huge, yeah. Well, a lot of those things come down to pain tolerance, and obviously, I mean, there was an injury in there. You have to let it heal, but as far as coming back from those things, it's what can you handle pain-wise.
Base is empty and 2 down. Red Sox with a pair of home runs, Rafaela and Duran. Cedon's a 3-run shot. Two and two.
Call that a power mullet at this point. 10 homers on the year. That was his 100th knock of the season, by the way. 100 knocks and 10 RBIs, or 10 homers, excuse me, for Durant so far this season.
And he's almost on a 200 hit pace.
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past him this year.
And a 2-2. Full count on Yoshida. Valdez would hit next. Red Sox enjoying the off day in Miami.
Remember when that was blonde to start the year?
I do. Vividly remember that. 3-2 strikes him out on the swing and a miss. Red Sox will go in order. We're in the middle of the ninth, and it is.
Alrighty, so as we head to the bottom of the ninth, the Marlins will have their last chance to come back here in this game. 8-3 is the lead. So 3 outs away from a win, pretty much. Jaden, you should pay attention to the baseball.
From pep in their step to shine in their coats, when people switch their dog's food to the farmer's dog, the effects can seem like magic. But
You should watch it.
It's just smarter, healthier pet food. It's amazing what real food can do.
There's only a few days left for a mouth-watering offer from Dave & Buster's. Become a D&B Rewards member today and get 50% off our entire menu. From wings and pasta to salmon and our famous pretzel dogs, that classic American cheeseburger. But just like our food at the table, this won't last long.
Pines Country Club is an exclusive private golf club located minutes off 495 in Stowe, Massachusetts. You can check out the best-kept secret in golf at Stowe, Mass. Red Sox flashing some power tonight and have a healthy lead, 8-3 as we go to the bottom half of the ninth inning. Bailey Horn will continue to pitch.
So, I got to tell you, I just got the most, I mean, we're in Miami, so it's when in Rome, I'll tell the story. I just got the most Florida text ever from Jenny.
You did?
It says, massive lizard in Mackenzie's room.
Mackenzie is
That's my youngest.
Is your youngest, yeah. Sanchez has hit a home run. He's got 1 for 3.
And then I got a, we saved it.
Oh, good for you. Yeah.
You saved Mackenzie or you saved the lizard?
To be continued.
We'll figure it out. I'm waiting. That's how I need
There's Jesus Sanchez. Had that home run earlier in the game.
Foul back.
Fouled off 0-2.
Well, you're right. This is Florida, so the stuff that can get into your house.
Well, when I always try, people are like, what's Florida like? And I'm like, well, everything's trying to kill you. Yeah. The weather, the animals, the bugs, some people.
Fouled off. Thank you very much for that.
You lived in Wellington, which was about 15 minutes
Some
north
people.
of where I live.
Right, and we, I remember the first day we moved into our house. My kids were very small too, and we all woke up that morning, and there was a giant snake camped out right next to the guest bathroom door, blocking the way. And we were like, "Hey, welcome to Florida."
I mean, think about it. Snakes, lizards aren't bothering you, but alligators, hurricanes, it's crazy.
Gators. It was a little golf course near where we lived, and would occasionally play. And I remember looking down, on the first tee, and you're looking down on the green, and there's a giant alligator just sitting there sunning itself, and you're like, you know what? We're going to the second hole. Right.
honestly, I would find a lot of snakes, but that's because I was in the rough. That's where they like to hide, you know, in the trees.
You and I really big for the Chamber of Commerce in South Florida. 1-2 is high and tight.
Ringing endorsement.
It's a great place to live, a lot of fun. Just got to look out for certain things like lizards. Nothing wrong with that. 2-2. And flying into left center field. Moving on over Durant. He'll take charge.
Nice catch for Durant. Not diving or anything, but just a really good run for him. Really good running catch. So that's out number 1. Up comes Jake Berger. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Also had that home run earlier.
I'm thinking, man, is this thing going to get down? And he ends up running it down. He obviously called this ball early because you saw O'Neill loop behind him. Ended up being a little closer than I thought it was going to be.
One away.
Ooh,
and
damn.
Misfire by the lefty. Berger, the hitter, he's got 1 for 3 with a home run. 8 runs, 13 hits,
Wild
no
pitch there
errors
for
the
Bailey
Sox,
Horn.
3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Miami. Red Sox have done an excellent job taking advantage of their scoring chances. They've only left 3 men on base.
That'll be ball 2.
The entire game.
Love that. It was a month, what was it, May probably? I think it was May. There was such a big issue with guys in runners in score position.
Huge. 2-1. Right now, Cutter Crawford would get the win. 6 strong, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts, no walks for Cutter. They did not get a hit off him until the 3rd inning. And only had the 1 through 4. In there for strike.
Let me strike 2.
Be a nice way to launch this 6-game road trip to Miami and the Bronx. To grab that first win.
How's that conversation? I got more pop than you, bro. Yeah, no shot.
2-2 from Bailey Horn. And a floater.
And that'll be a base hit.
So Berger
So
has
base
a
hit
hit.
with 1 out in the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th.
And we'll bring up Edwards, who was just recalled today. He's gone 1 for 3 with a single.
So up comes Xavier Edwards, 1 for 3 today.
They're in Jacksonville before he got called up. Hit tools there. This will be seen what he can do at the big
Got
league
that
level.
single in the
He's gonna get
7th,
chance now
scored
with
the
Tim Anderson
run.
gone.
Ground ball, but foul past 3rd.
Not by much. Nobody really flinched at that, but that was barely foul.
I guess we're have to get a really good look at that on the crack of the bat because you're right, he did not move.
It's almost like it came back a little bit. It was, from up here, at least, it's hard to tell. You get a better look here. See the angle. Oh, see how it kind of came back?
Yeah. A lot of
I
English on
don't know if
that.
it hit like a cleat mark or something.
That one will be snagged. He spins down to second again.
Yeah.
On the 4th. It's only
So that's 1 out, but didn't get the double play.
by Devers.
That ball gets down the line.
Could have been a
It's
double
all the
play,
way
but
to the
wasn't.
foul pole, all the way
Could have
to
ended the
wall.
game right there.
Probably, we're looking at a run scoring right there.
But
Nice
that's
play
out
by
number
Matthews.
2.
Watch how low he stays here. Eyes behind the baseball, keeps the body down, pops up, makes a really good throw. No chance at turning that. Edwards did really well.
One more out to get. Vidal Brujan
Ball
has
1.
gone over 3-2 strikeouts tonight.
2 Vidal
Red Sox
Brujan.
8-3. And looking to wrap this one up right now. Base runner at first for Miami. Red Sox struck for 2 in the 1st inning, 3 more in the 4th inning. A couple more in the 7th, and a solo home run by Duran in the 8th. 2-1.
It's 2-1.
The home run ball's been showing up a lot more here for this offense over the last month. Overall offense in general has been really good. We talk about all the speed on this team and up and down this roster, but the home run has been showing up.
Runner takes
That's
off
3-1.
One down to second safely, Edwards.
So Xavier Edwards steals second. Got a 3-1 count now here to Bailey Horn.
Passed it.
That's strike two, so full count here at 3-2.
Some fuzz on it. That bat had 95, and it was up in the zone, had good carry above the bat.
Marlins down to their final strike here. Full count on Vidal Brujan. And, ooh, it's going to be a close play, and that's going to be out number 3. The Red Sox win. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Red Sox win. Red Sox win. Red Sox win. Let's fucking go. I love that dirty water. Oh, Boston, you're my home.
Picked up the win. Masu with 3 hits. As you say, 13 hits for the Red Sox tonight. This win presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. TC and Lenny coming your way next.
More than 60% of sales on Amazon come from
So,
independent sellers, like Sylvia.
tonight the Red Sox win 8-3, and that's the final score.
Turn to Amazon to take logistics off
I'll read off the pitching stats. Valente Beloso had the L in the game. It's his first loss of his career. He actually gave up his first run of his career in this game. He pitched 5 innings in his debut, gave up no runs. He pitched 5 innings today, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run, and has a 4.50 ERA. Declan Cronin pitched 2 innings today, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 3.07 ERA. And then JT Chargois pitched 2 innings tonight, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and gave up a home run. For the Red Sox, Cutter Crawford pitched 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, gave up no walks, struck out 7 batters, and gave up 1 home run, and has a 3.47 ERA. Zach Kelly pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, so 1 unearned run. Gave up no walks, 1 strikeout, gave up 1 home run, has a 1.78 ERA. Bailey Horn pitched the final 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1 batter, has a 3.86 ERA. So yeah, I'm going to end this shit right here. It was fun times today. I'll be live once again on the 4th of July for the Red Sox. That game will be at 1:30, I think. So it'll be, or I think it's 1:35. Pretty sure.
Single for Tyler O'Neill, and then Willier Abreu. This would have been a home run. Where did it start?
1:10. Okay, so I'll be live at 1 for that. Alrighty. I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.